3 years. 3 years. Here's your pay. Take this 50,000 and get out.
Uncle, you promised me 50,000 a year. That's 150,000 for 3 years, plus a 30% stake. For 3 years, I worked day and night. Your farm grew from dozens of toads to thousands. This batch of toad venom and skin alone will make hundreds of thousands. And you're giving me only 50,000?
The land is mine. The sheds are mine. The breeding toads are mine. You're just a toad feeder, a laborer. I'm giving you 50,000 out of family courtesy.
Exactly. Don't be ungrateful. Hiring a toad feeder outside costs only 1,000 a month. That's just over 30,000 for 3 years. You're making a profit with 50,000.
3 years ago, you begged me to quit my city job and come back to help. You said you'd never shortchange me once the farm grew. For 3 years, I slept in the toad sheds, stayed up all night watching young toads, repaired the site during downpours, and ran out in heavy snow to find lost breeding toads. All my injuries are only worth 50,000? You just tossed aside all your promises about the shares.
Shares? I just said that casually. You actually believed it? Be smart, take the money, and get lost. Stop nagging.
Exactly. He's just a poor kid from the village. If Sanju hadn't taken him in, he wouldn't even have food to eat. Now he dares to bargain with the boss.
Lu Sanju is too heartless. Lu Yi really worked his butt off these 3 years. Look how thin he is.
Keep your voice down. Lu Sanju is a tyrant in this village. You don't want to cross him.
Fine, 50,000 it is. Uncle, I'll take this money. But remember this 50,000 today. I'll make you regret this for the rest of your life.
Are you threatening me? You, with 50,000? You'll starve with 50,000. Go on. I'm not scared of your threats. When you get rich, don't come claiming kinship with us. We're not worthy.
Consider these 3 years a waste. One day, I'll make them kneel and pay back everything they owe me.
Lu Yi, what brings you here? Weren't you doing well working for your third uncle?
Uncle Lee, I want to lease the waterlogged land at the east end of the village.
What did you say? That muddy plot where not even grass grows, and it floods every time it rains? Why would you lease that? Not only can't you grow crops there, even stray dogs avoid it. 5 years lease, exactly 50,000.
Uncle Lee, can we sign the contract today?
Tell me the truth, did Lu Sanju screw you over? Anyone who leases that land loses money. You can't just throw away all your hard-earned money from these past 2 years.
Uncle Lee, I know what I'm doing. That land is low-lying and waterlogged, constantly damp. I won't need to divert water. I plan to modify the drainage ditches, create a flowing water environment, and specifically raise toads. Toads don't eat grass. They feed on live insects in the water. This swampy land is actually perfect for them to grow.
Do you know how much it'll cost to transform that land? Just draining, dredging, and reinforcing the pond bottom will cost at least 100,000 to 200,000. If you spend all 50,000 on the lease, what will you use for the renovation?
I'll do it myself. I'll clear the mud shovel by shovel, level the land cart by cart. I don't need to hire anyone. I'll change it slowly myself. Secretary Lee, please help me with this.
You're just like your dad, stubborn as a mule. No one can change your mind. All right, I'll have someone draft the contract. But let me be clear, if you lose money, don't come crying to me.
Did you hear? Lu Yi spent 50,000 yuan to lease that rotten waterlogged land in the east.
Oh my god. That wasteland is always flooded and full of deep mud. I almost drowned there when I was a kid. Nothing grows there. He's just throwing his hard-earned money into a bottomless pit.
I heard Lu Sanju paid him 50,000 yuan for his wages. He was kicked out by his uncle and wants to raise toads on his own.
He must have lost his mind. Everyone else picks dry, high ground for raising toads, but he chose a muddy swamp. That place has too many bugs and too much mud. I bet he'll lose everything eventually.
Just wait and see.
He'll definitely regret it within half a year.
That 50,000 yuan is probably going to be completely wasted. Everyone says it's bad land.
And you can't raise toads there. Everyone laughs at me for dreaming big. But I know that damp, waterlogged land with lots of insects is the best habitat for toads. Others don't understand, and I don't need to explain. I'll just prove myself with results.
Oh my god, are you out of your mind? You actually leased this wasteland? I thought it was just idle gossip. Even proper weeds can't grow here. It's all stagnant water and mud. How are you going to raise toads? You can't just conjure them out of thin air. This barren land, there's nothing to eat here. I think you're just wasting your time.
If no one else wants this land, I'll take it. The path I choose to walk doesn't need anyone else's concern.
I'm certainly not concerned. I just came to watch the show. You only have these meager savings. You think you can turn your life around with just 50,000 yuan? That's wishful thinking. Raising toads isn't that easy. Not only are quality breeding toads hard to find, but daily live feed and the breeding environment all cost money and effort. I think you're bound to fail eventually.
Look at that drive, it's quite impressive. Maybe in a while, he'll really achieve something big. When that happens, don't forget to invite us to celebrate. Everyone.
This kid is just too naive. He was constantly taken advantage of by his own uncle, and now he insists on diving into this difficult situation. If he just saved that 50,000 yuan, it would be enough for a good bride price to get married. But he insists on throwing it all into this unpromising wasteland.
I've heard for a long time that this plot of land has deep mud and loose soil. Forget about building stable breeding sheds. Even just leveling the ground is extremely difficult. It's simply not suitable for breeding.
Time will tell what the outcome will be. You'll all see it with your own eyes eventually.
Alright. Don't waste your breath arguing with someone who's so stubborn. It's a complete waste of time. Let's just wait and see what he manages to pull off in the end.
Lu Yi, if one day
He successfully raises them to maturity, don't forget to share some with us to try.
everyone in the village looks down on me, constantly putting me down and mocking me. They say I'm a good-for-nothing, that I'll never amount to anything. The more they look down on me, the more I'll grit my teeth and prove them wrong. I still believe this worthless swampy land, that no one wants, can breed valuable golden toads. And I don't believe a poor kid from a humble background will never get a chance to rise up.
Lu Yi, listen to an elder's honest advice. Stop now, don't waste your effort anymore. This waterlogged land is notoriously hard to manage in our village. It's always waterlogged, and the soil is terrible.
Even weeds don't grow well here. Whether you plant crops
Or try farming, nothing ever works out. It's just a waste of effort.
Exactly. Many in nearby villages tried farming here, but they all ended up losing money. Not a single one succeeded. You got that right. Many people from nearby villages have tried raising livestock on this land, and they all ended up losing money. Not a single one succeeded. You're young. Don't waste your time on this useless land. It's a complete waste of effort.
Listen to your uncle's advice. Stop messing around and wasting time here. Pack up, go to the city, work in a factory. Earn a steady income, live a stable life. That's much better than sticking to this rotten land. Uncles, I know all about these difficulties. I'm not looking for instant success or to achieve something grand. I just want to manage it a little more each day, accumulate progress, and slowly transform this wasteland. There will be a day when it's completely sorted out. As long as I'm willing to work hard and manage it with care, this land will eventually yield to my will.
He just won't listen. He won't listen to good advice or bad. He's just too stubborn.
What a waste of time.
Hello. Are you planning to build a breeding farm here?
Just tidying up a bit, yeah.
My name is Lin Shi. I'm a technician from the county's agriculture, forestry, and animal husbandry station. I just transferred here to oversee special breeding and disease prevention. I was on a rural inspection today and happened to pass by.
Hello, Technician Lin. My name is Lu Yi.
Lu Yi, you've got a good eye. This land looks like a useless waterlogged swamp, but it's actually a treasure trove for raising toads.
A treasure trove? You think so too?
Look. The terrain here is low, with plenty of standing water and a high water table. Ordinary crops don't grow well, but the cool, damp environment is perfect for toads to live and breed. Toads love shade and moisture. This land has natural shade and abundant water. With a little modification, you can build a suitable breeding and habitat area. It's especially suitable for raising toads.
What about drainage? This place floods completely after heavy rain. I'm worried about the toadlets drowning.
It's simple. Following the terrain, dig 3 main drainage ditches, running east to west, converging into the natural canal to the south. 1 meter deep and 80 centimeters wide should be enough. The key is to pave the bottom with gravel to prevent mud from blocking the ditches. Then, at the highest point, dig a reservoir. It can store water and keep things moist during the dry season, and drain water promptly during the rainy season. It perfectly meets the environmental needs for toad growth and habitat.
Technician Lin, how do you know so much?
I studied animal science in college. After graduating, I worked at the agri station for 3 years. I'm an expert in special animal breeding, disease prevention, and farm planning and renovation. By the way, what kind of toads are you planning to raise?
I haven't thought about it in too much detail yet. I only have 50,000 yuan as startup capital. I just paid the lease. I can't afford many breeding toads.
50,000 yuan is indeed tight. But if you're willing to do the work yourself, you can save a lot. I suggest you don't rush to buy breeding toads yet. First, improve the site. Plan out the feed cultivation area, basking platforms, and wintering facilities in advance. Laying a solid foundation for breeding will save you many deters later. I've calculated it for you. Once this land is properly renovated, it can accommodate at least 1,000 adult toads. For large-scale farming.
Technician Lin, why are you willing to help me? We're strangers.
Because you're the first person in the village who genuinely wants to do scientific specialized breeding. I was transferred here to do something practical for the villagers. If you're willing, I can be your free technical consultant. Not a single penny.
Technician Lin, thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't call me Technician Lin. It sounds awkward. Just call me Lin Shi.
Isn't that the new technician? How did she end up with Lu Yi?
And chatting so warmly. Oh, this girl is pretty. And she looks sharp. Lu Yi, that poor kid, has such good fortune. A young girl technician might not really know about toad farming. I think they're just messing around. Let's go. Let's see what they can stir up.
A poor guy and a young girl. I'd like to see what they can achieve. Just you wait.
Oh my god, what happened? It was fine when you left yesterday, wasn't it? How did it turn into this overnight?
Someone sabotaged it after I left last night. The protective fences were all destroyed. The drain was pried open, and all the water ran out. All my work these past few days was for nothing.
This is clearly intentional damage, obviously meant to cause trouble. They just don't want you to set up your breeding farm.
I can't accuse anyone without proof, but I know better than anyone who did it. Now's not the time to assign blame. We need to minimize the losses and save the site first.
If the water ran out, we can refill it. If the fence is broken, we can rebuild it. Do you have any spare protective materials? As long as we have enough, we can fix it.
I have some materials left in the car. They were originally for building the escape-proof fence. Now I can only use them to repair the site.
That's enough then. Let's repair and improve the eastern section. We must get it all done before sunrise tomorrow. Otherwise, with the sun's exposure, the site's humidity will be lost too quickly, destroying the moist environment suitable for toads, and all our previous efforts will be wasted.
Lin Shi, you're a girl, and you're here with me in the mud at this hour, cold and dirty. Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? At the station, I've dealt with animal epidemics, emergency treatments, and disposing of diseased livestock. Those situations were much harder and dirtier than this. Let's get to work. Time is of the essence. Tomorrow morning, I'll go to the town's animal husbandry station to apply for a batch of free feed for you to cultivate breeding toads. The state offers subsidies for ecological special breeding. Your land, with its proper renovation and reasonable planning, is perfectly eligible for special support funds.
Lin Shi, you've helped me so much. I don't even know how to repay you.
Helping you is helping myself. I was transferred here to achieve something. If you succeed, it'll be my best case study. I can even write reports and get promoted. We both benefit from this.
MHM. Oh right, this is the site reinforcement plan I drew last night. After the site is repaired, we'll lay a thick layer of straw on top. It'll keep it warm and moist, and prevent damage from others. It also creates a hidden habitat for the toads. Even if someone tries to mess with it again, it won't be so easy to damage the site.
This is a brilliant idea. How did you come up with it? It's cost-effective and practical. Even better than what I thought of.
I tried it when I used to farm at home. Straw laid on the ground retains moisture well. And when the straw decomposes, it improves the soil quality. Keeps the site cool and humid. Perfectly suited for the toad's growth habits.
Lu Yi, you're truly my lucky star. You're quick-witted and a hard worker.
All right. Don't call me a lucky star, it's awkward. Let's get to work. We need to finish the east section before dawn. Lin Shi, thank you. If you hadn't come, I might have really given up today.
I came last night. It wasn't by chance, actually. After I went home, I kept thinking about it and felt uneasy. I had a feeling someone would come to cause trouble for you. I heard everything your third uncle, Lu Sanju, said at the village entrance during the day.
You think it was him too?
Most likely. But we don't have solid proof, so we can't just accuse him. Remember, to deal with people like him, succeeding and achieving results is the best revenge.
I know. I definitely won't let him get away with it. Tonight, we'll level the east section. Tomorrow, we can set up the insect bait breeding area and build the anti-escape toad sheds. Finally, things are getting on track.
Dream on. I'll make you lose everything overnight. Let's see what you'll fight me with. Let's see how you'll raise toads. You think a few nets can stop me? All the water's gone. Let's see how you maintain a wetland environment and raise insects and toads now. You'll be crying before you know it.
What happened here? Who did this? Who's so cruel? It's man-made. Someone deliberately doesn't want me to succeed. They're trying to push me to the brink. The more people look down on me, the more I'll prove them wrong. I refuse to believe that golden toads can't be raised in this swampy land. I refuse to believe that I, Lu Yi, will never be able to hold my head high.
Lu Yi, stop digging. Nothing can grow in this land. You're wasting your energy. Go find a proper job. Stop messing around here. Even your third uncle doesn't care about you.
It's okay, uncle. I'll take my time. It'll work out eventually. As long as I don't give up, there's hope.
Stubborn fool. You're just asking for trouble.
I'll test the water temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen, and ammonia nitrogen levels for you. Water is the first crucial step in toad farming. Tadpoles and toadlets are especially sensitive to water quality. Good water means fewer diseases and faster growth for toads. It's the foundation. The data is perfect. Temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. pH is 7.0. Dissolved oxygen is 5.8 milligrams per liter. Ammonia nitrogen is below the standard for young toad growth. Water like this ensures high survival rates and strong growth for toadlets. This is truly a natural toad farm.
Hearing you say that, I feel completely at ease. All the hard work is worth it.
I'll also give you a daily disease prevention and disinfection plan. Every week, sprinkle quicklime dissolved in water. This prevents skin rot, enteritis, and parasites. Once a month, disinfect the entire pond with povidone iodine. Nip any risks in the bud.
I'll follow your lead on everything. Whatever you say, I'll do it, no hesitation.
We'll build mealworm breeding boxes here. And pile fermented manure for larvae over there. Plant some shade-tolerant weeds and vines around the perimeter. This provides shade, retains moisture, and attracts insects to provide plenty of live bait for the toads. Toads are carnivorous. They only eat live insects, not grass. You carry a notebook with you.
I'm not highly educated, so a bad memory is better than a good one. I need to write things down. I can't let down anything you teach me. Their adult breeding toads are too expensive, and their young toadlets are overpriced as well. With the funds I have, I really can't afford them.
No need to rush into buying. First, compare prices, identify quality, verify sources, and check their health. In the early stages of starting a business, every penny must be spent wisely. We absolutely cannot make a blind purchase. This batch consists of authentic Chinese giant toad breeding stock. They have good appearance, strong disease resistance, and stable growth rates. The key is to look at their activity level and feeding habits, and rule out any visible diseases. Don't just look at their shiny appearance. You're calm and patient, meticulous and steady in your work. You're perfectly suited for toad farming. You'll definitely do well.
I'll genuinely put my heart into caring for them, managing them properly. Only then will I feel my hard work hasn't been in vain. After checking the whole market, I finally have a clear idea. Quality breeding stock has a reasonable price, while inferior mixed breeds look cheap but hide huge risks. We absolutely cannot touch those.
Don't worry. I'll help you connect with reliable channels. Either we connect with the quality breeding stock supported and cultivated by the agri-station, or we find carefully selected stock from reputable farms clearing out inventory. They're cost-effective and reliable.
I'm not afraid of hard work or suffering. I'm just afraid of choosing the wrong breeding stock and wasting money. And even more afraid of letting down those who genuinely help me.
With me here to help you vet them, we won't take any wrong turns. We'll take it step by step, steadily. Today's market supply isn't great. Come again tomorrow. I'll take you to see some authentic Chinese giant toadlets. I've already checked with a few regular seedling suppliers. Today, there are 3 batches of authentic Chinese giant toadlets available at the market. They're robust, have a high survival rate, grow steadily, and are disease resistant. They're perfect for your initial breeding efforts.
What about the price? I only have a little over 20,000 yuan left. The land lease cost 50,000, and I invested another 10,000 plus in site renovation. I'm really tight on cash.
The market price for ordinary toadlets is about 50 cents each. The price can be even lower for bulk purchases. I know old Han, who's been in the seedling business for many years. He has a batch of high-quality toadlets from a closed farm that he needs to sell urgently. These toadlets are excellent quality. And the price is great. It's definitely a good opportunity.
Is it really that good of a deal?
Of course it is. I just called him. He's at stall number 3 in the East District right now. We can just go straight there to find him.
They have a strong foundation for growth. If I take good care of them, whether I sell them as adults or breed them for seedlings, I can expect good returns.
You really know your stuff, young man. You must be the young man technician Lin mentioned, the one who came back to the village to start a breeding business, right?
Hello, Uncle Han. This is Lu Yi. He's serious about buying a large quantity of toadlets. Could you give him a really fair bulk price?
5 mao each, firm price. That's the market price for wholesale. But for technician Lin, I'll give you the lowest price.
Uncle Han, can you make it a few cents cheaper? I'm just starting my business. I'm really tight on money, Every penny counts.
No, 5 Mao is already the absolute lowest. If you think it's too expensive, there are cheaper, weaker toadlets over there, with mixed quality. Those have poor health and get sick easily. High mortality rate, high losses when raising them. In the end, it's not worth it.
Uncle Han. Look, it's not easy for a young man like him to start a business from scratch, working hard under the sun. He's doing it all himself. How about 4 Mao 5? I'll introduce all my friends in the farming business to you in the future. I'll bring you more customers.
All right, fine. For Technician Lin's sake, for Mao 5 each. But you need to pay a deposit first. No credit. How many do you plan to take at once? Pay the deposit today. No credit. Pick them up in 3 days.
I'll take 3,000 at once. I'll pay a 2,000 yuan deposit first.
Let's see what kind of trouble you can stir up. You'll never get back on your feet. Well, if it isn't Lu Yi, a poor kid like you, buying toad breeding stock? Do you even have enough savings for a big order? Your waterlogged land is barely ready, and the facilities aren't complete. Rushing to bring in toadlets now, the environment's unstable. You could lose a huge batch. In the end, it'll all be for nothing.
My business is none of yours.
Uncle Han, what's the price for this batch of toadlets? I'll take the entire lot. Not a single one left.
I can't do that. This batch of 3,000 toadlets has already been reserved by this young man. He's paid the deposit. Business is about first come, first served. We can't break the rules.
I'll pay in full, right now. I'll take all 3,000 of them. Cash on the spot.
That's really not right. He reserved them and paid the deposit a long time ago. I can't go back on my word.
So what if I snatch them? What are you gonna do? It's just a 2,000 yuan deposit, right? I'll pay you double. If you've got the guts, raise your price and fight me for them. If you don't, then don't pretend to be something you're not. No money. But you want to start a farm? Just stay home and farm like you always did. Don't waste your time here, making a fool of yourself.
Young man, I'm truly sorry. He's offering a good price and paying in full. As a small business owner, it's hard for me to refuse.
Lu Sanju, even if you snatch this batch of toadlets, it's useless. You can steal the breeding stock, but you can't steal my determination to work hard. Trying to suppress me with these tactics won't work. You just wait and see. Lin Shi, are there any other reliable sources? Just something affordable. The quality doesn't have to be top-notch, as long as they can survive and grow normally.
Don't lose heart, don't worry. I have another way. We won't go to these crowded individual vendor markets. I'll take you to the county's official specialized aquaculture breeding base. The toadlets bred there are healthier and have a higher survival rate. They also specifically support farmers returning to their hometowns to start businesses. Not only are the prices fair, but you can also apply for installment payments. The government support policies are very strong. This is the county's only special toad breeding station. It specializes in breeding high-quality Chinese giant toads. They're artificially domesticated, free of wild pathogens, have high survival rates, strong resistance, and stable toad venom quality, much better than the mixed wild breeds on the market. Look at these standardized facilities. They're much more regulated and advanced than ordinary private farms.
Such high-quality domesticated toadlets, I'm afraid I can't afford them. The price for toadlets from a legitimate breeding station must be high.
Legitimate breeding stations don't overcharge. Plus, there are special support policies for returning entrepreneurs in agriculture. If approved, you can apply for a large batch of subsidized toadlets, which keeps costs very low.
Subsidized toadlets? Is there really such a support policy?
Let's go in, I'll tell you more. Director Lu. This is Lu Yi, the one I mentioned to you on the phone. He's a returning entrepreneur from our village, a farmer. He's leased the idle waterlogged land and transformed it into an eco-friendly toad pond. His farming plan is solid and compliant. The site renovation standards are very high.
Hello, Director Lu. I'd like to ask if I can pay for the toadlets from your station in installments? I'll pay the remaining balance after I've harvested the toad venom and sold the adult toads.
Young Lu, take a look at this first. This is a new support policy for young returning entrepreneurs in specialized farming, just issued by the county this year. Eligible farmers can receive toadlet subsidies and free technical guidance. Each household can apply for 2,000 subsidized high-quality young toadlets. The audit requirements are strict. You need to submit a complete farming plan, site photos, water and soil quality test reports. Later, we'll also conduct on-site inspections of the farming environment to prevent blind farming.
Director Lu. I've already prepared all the materials for Lu Yi. The breeding plan. The wetland layout. The site renovation progress. The soil and water test report. Everything is complete. and water system regulation, predator protection, live bait cultivation, disease prevention and control. The whole package, not a single detail missed.
Xiaolin, I didn't expect you to prepare everything so thoroughly for him. Xiaolu, the quota for subsidized breeding toads is tight this year. I happen to have one spot reserved. Do you want to go for it?
Yes, absolutely, Director Liu. I promise to cultivate them diligently and meticulously. I won't waste this support quota. I won't let down the policy or the breeding station.
Then it's settled. I'll apply for 2,000 high-quality young toads for you. You can pick them up at the station next week. Also, I'll allocate 20 premium breeding toads to you at farmer's cost price for future self-breeding. Go back and improve your escape-proof netting and shaded shelters. I'll find time to come inspect them.
Director Liu, thank you so much. Lin Shi, one more thing. Could you help me customize a professional plan for toad feeding, care, and management? I don't want a generic template. I need a detailed breeding process tailored to my specific wetland environment.
Meticulous care will be a bit more expensive. Mainly due to the live insect bait ratio, regular water disinfection, temperature and humidity control. The daily management costs will be higher.
A little extra cost is fine. High-quality breeding toads deserve meticulous care. I want to raise the best-looking toads with the highest medicinal value in the whole county. I'm going to build a solid breeding industry chain.
Lu Yi, you've managed this place all by yourself. I haven't been here for just a week, and it's completely transformed. I can barely recognize it.
Secretary Li, it's all thanks to Lin Shi's help. The drainage ditch design, the escape-proof fencing, the habitat layout, the site planning. She came up with all the ideas. I just provided the labor.
These ditches are so well dug. Straight lines, consistent depth. The water control and drainage are beautifully done. Even experienced farmers couldn't do such meticulous work.
Lu Yi, what kind of toads are you raising? They look so lively and strong. I haven't seen such good breeding stock even at Lu Sanju's toad farm.
These are purebred Chinese giant toads, selected and bred by the county's breeding station. I applied for them through the Rural Entrepreneurship Support Policy for returning residents.
Good job, kid. You're really something. I was worried you'd throw your 50,000 yuan contracting fee down the drain. But now it seems you're much smarter and more capable than we thought. Keep up the good work. The village will fully support you.
Thanks, Secretary Li. Don't worry. Once this batch of toads grows up and I've collected the toad venom, sold the finished toads, and achieved stable profits, I'll invite everyone in the village for a big gathering to share the good fortune.
All right.
Did you hear? Lu Yi's breeding site is really taking shape. Even the village secretary went to visit and kept praising how capable he is.
Yeah, he did. He even got subsidized breeding stock from the county, and a technician is guiding him every step of the way. That kid is really going to make it big.
What's so good about it? What do you know? With him, what kind of legitimate business could he possibly pull off? He just got lucky, relying on some technician, that's all.
Brother Hu Zi, is there something more to it? What inside scoop do you know?
Let me tell you the truth. It's true that Lu Ye's batch of toad breeding stock came from the breeding station's support program. But do you know the real story? Those are all the weak, leftover seedlings, the inferior ones, with poor health. They're hard to raise, and the survival rate is extremely low. Weak seedlings? No way. How could a reputable breeding station push out bad stock? Why not? Who would be willing to give away good quality stock at a low support price? They just saw that his waterlogged land wasn't ideal, so they're using his site to test out the breeding. When big problems arise later, no one will take responsibility. They're not thinking about his long-term success at all.
But I saw those toads. They looked pretty lively, hopping around, seemed perfectly fine.
What do you know? They might look fine on the outside, but they can easily carry hidden pathogens and external parasites internally. Once skin rot or enteritis breaks out, the entire pond will suffer mass casualties. It can also easily spread to nearby breeding areas. Normally try to stay away from the breeding area. Avoid getting infected by mosquitoes or germs, so you don't invite trouble. Is it really that bad? Then I guess we shouldn't go near his farm anymore. And that waterlogged land of his. It's low-lying, always damp and cold. Too much moisture. It's just not suitable for large-scale toad farming. If he keeps it up, he'll just lose more and more money. He'll lose everything sooner or later.
My goodness, is that true? Then we shouldn't dare to buy or touch any of his toad venom or adult toads in the future.
Uncle Sanju, is your information reliable? I see Technician Lin always going over there. She's a professional, you know. She wouldn't just mess around with him, would she? Lin, she is young and inexperienced. She lacks practical experience. She's just using Luya's farm to build up her resume, gather materials, and get a promotion. She's purely using Luyi as a guinea pig. Don't let them fool you too. I thought Luyi had finally made it. Turns out it's like this. What a waste of effort and money.
Forget it, forget it. It's none of our business anyway. Let's play cards. Don't worry about it so much.
Lin Shi, look at these live insects. They're reproducing so fast, so fresh and plump, clean and pure. Much better quality than the feed we buy outside.
The breeding environment is clean, and the insects have high protein content. Toads are pure carnivores, they only eat live bait. High-protein live insects combined with specialized nutritional premix means they grow twice as fast as those raised in ordinary, extensive farming. And the toad's skin produced later will be smoother, and the toad venom will have higher purity.
Just a month ago, this was nothing but a swampy wasteland. Who would have thought it could become a standard toad farm now? I dug this out shovel by shovel.
You dug it out shovel by shovel, and filled it in truckload by truckload. No one can take credit for that. Hard work always pays off. This is the feeding plan I customized for you. Live insects combined with minerals and trace elements, the ratio is just right. Strictly control the feeding amount. Follow this process, and your toad's daily weight gain will far exceed those raised in the wild.
That much difference. That much difference. Requirement. Feed must be live and fresh. Do not feed dead or spoiled insects. Lu Sanju's toads are fed haphazardly, with no environmental control. They won't grow even after half a year. My batch will be ready for purchase by year-end. Their size and appearance will absolutely crush his, and my profits will double.
Exactly. By then, your toad venom and toad skin will be top-notch in the entire county, and the purchase price will naturally be much higher.
Damn it, what's going on? My toads are getting thinner and thinner, and they're not growing at all. I'm feeding them plenty of insects. What's the problem?
I heard that Lu Yi is using a scientific feeding plan customized by Lin Shi. Timed feeding, controlled temperature, water, and density. He has professional technicians guiding him, scientific farming. You just feed them randomly and don't disinfect. Of course, you can't compare to him.
Lin Shi. She's just some lousy technician. What's so great about her? I don't believe it. I've been raising toads for so many years. I can't be worse than a newbie like him.
I heard Lin Shi formulated a special growth-promoting trace element nutrient additive for Lu Yi. It's a special supply for farming from the county. If we could steal the formula or the raw materials, our toads could grow too, and we could definitely surpass him.
How do we do it? Is that kid's raw material warehouse well guarded?
Lu Ye's ingredient warehouse isn't guarded at night. Let him be smug for a few days. We'll have plenty of chances to deal with him.
You're still up? Why are you here? It's so late.
My mom made chive and egg dumplings. She made extra, so I brought some for you. Eat them while they're hot.
Lin Shi, you're too good to me. I don't know how to repay you.
Repay me for what? When you make money, just treat me to a good meal. If one isn't enough, then two.
Okay, when this batch of toads is harvested and sold, and I make money, I'll treat you to the best restaurant in the county. You have my word.
It's a deal.
Lin Shi, in 2 more months, this batch of toads will be ready for harvest. By then, I want everyone in the county to know that the toads Lu Yi raises are the best quality. All doors and windows are locked tight. All surveillance is on. The temperature, humidity, and water quality in the breeding ponds are all stable. Nothing should go wrong tonight.
Lu Yi is always so careful. Every evening, he thoroughly checks the feed storage.
He never neglects his patrols or his farming. Being diligent and hardworking always pays off. When you manage your business with care, it naturally thrives. It's much better than being jealous of others all day.
Third brother, you've been too preoccupied lately. Don't keep dwelling on Lu Ye's business. We're all from the same village. There's no need to make things so difficult.
From the same village? He's trying to steal all my buyers. He's taking my sales channels and spreading rumors everywhere, ruining my reputation, making me an outcast in the village. Everyone points fingers at me wherever I go. I've been patient, always giving in. But all I get is pushed back, step by step. Now I'm cornered. I can't swallow this anymore. Tonight, I'm going to make my move. I'll completely destroy his toad farming business.
You absolutely cannot be so foolish. Putting banned substances into the breeding ponds polluting the water, that's a serious crime, against the law. If you get caught and it's proven, you'll go to jail and be punished. Our family is already deep in debt. We still owe for a lot of insect bait and farming supplies. Life is already hard enough as it is. Let's just live peacefully and pay off our debts slowly. We absolutely cannot cause another huge disaster.
My sister-in-law is right.
The village patrols frequently at night now. There are cameras everywhere. Once you leave any trace, they'll find you quickly. Then it won't be worth it. Our whole family will suffer because of it. You all don't need to worry yourself sick here. All the blind spots around the breeding base's surveillance cameras, I've already scouted them out in advance. Every hidden route, I know by heart. Late at night, when everyone's asleep, the dark night will obscure my tracks. No one will be able to see where I'm going. I'll act swiftly and cleanly. Finish the job and leave immediately. I'll be able to do it without anyone knowing. I won't leave any evidence behind. As long as I contaminate his pond water and destroy the breeding environment, all the toads in his shed will get sick and die. His breeding business, which he puts so much effort into, will collapse instantly. He'll lose everything he relies on. Then he'll never have the confidence to compete with me again. I've endured for so long, suffered the cold shoulders and contempt of others. It's all thanks to Lu Yi. Tonight, I'll make him taste what it's like to be down and out, and take back everything that belongs to me.
I know it's useless to try and stop him, but I'm still filled with dread. I'm really afraid he'll make a huge mistake in a moment of madness. And then our family will never have a peaceful day again.
Lu Yi, you're just a poor kid with nothing. How did you manage to turn your life around so quickly? I've been rooted in this village for years. Everyone in the village respectfully calls me Brother Sanju. Who do you think you are? Not only do you get premium toadlets from the breeding station, but Lin Shi is also wholeheartedly helping you manage your business. Everything goes your way. Tonight, I'm going to make it crystal clear to you that the city supermarkets are interested in my toad products. This village isn't yours to run, you junior.
This is 2 whole caddies of potent powder. Once it's all sprinkled into the breeding pond, the toad's skin is highly permeable. After contact with the water, they'll quickly get infected, showing redness, skin rot, spasms, and shock. Even if they miraculously survive, their glandular bodies will be damaged, and they'll never produce qualified toad venom again. Their quality will be completely ruined.
This powder is highly corrosive and specifically targeted. Sprinkling all 2 caddies will be enough to ruin all the breeding toads in his farm. I'm going to use this opportunity to completely collapse his toad farming business. With such careful handling, no one will be able to tell that anything is amiss. Tomorrow morning, when Lu Yi inspects, he'll find the toads in the entire pond limp, belly up, and severely weakened. Even if he's anxious, there will be nothing he can do. By then, even if he humbles himself and begs Lin Shi, it won't make any difference. Even a technician can't reverse water poisoning in a short time.
Lu Yi is becoming more meticulous in his work now. Before, when we secretly damaged the protective netting, he immediately installed multiple surveillance cameras, making his defenses very thorough. We shouldn't stay here long. Let's leave as soon as possible to avoid being seen by passersby at night.
When a large number of his toads get into trouble and his business completely collapses, I'd like to see what face he has left to stay and survive in this village. When he leaves his hometown in disgrace, I'd like to see if Lin Shi will still wholeheartedly follow him and suffer hardships.
It's so late, and there's still movement here. I hope no one's eyeing the stuff at the base.
Who knows? Let's not meddle in other people's business. Let's go home and rest.
My dear nephew, you can enjoy this specially prepared pond water additive.
What's going on here? No, this can't be happening. They're all poisoned and stressed. These are the breeding toads I painstakingly cultivated. How could they all end up like this overnight? The water's not right. There's a strange smell in the water. Yesterday evening, the water was crystal clear when I checked it. Someone must have tampered with the water last night. They deliberately poisoned them. Last night, I locked the storeroom and checked the enclosure. Who snuck in and did this, avoiding the surveillance cameras?
What's wrong with Lu Yi so early in the morning? Why are all the toads so sick?
He took such good care of them, and they're like this overnight. It's such a shame.
Lin Shi, something's happened. Something terrible has happened. All the toads in the pond are poisoned. Their skin is red. Their bodies are stiff and twitching. Many are unconscious and limp. They're barely holding on. Please come quickly and help. I really don't know what to do.
Calm down first. Don't panic. I'm leaving right away. Right now, completely replace the contaminated pond water. Stop all feeding. The toads absolutely cannot stay in the poisoned water. Prevent the toxins from continuously seeping through their skin. Immediately open all ventilation vents. Increase air circulation. Pick out the severely poisoned individuals from the pond and isolate them. Also, slowly inject clean, fresh water into the breeding pond to dilute residual toxins. I'll be there in 5 minutes, at the fastest.
Okay, I got it all. Please hurry. Any later and it might be too late.
I've already left and am on my way to you. Keep your phone on. Stay in touch. Remember to change the water, isolate, and stop feeding. Do not do anything else. Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. Lu Yi, did you do the isolation and water change I told you about?
Yes, I've changed most of the water, opened the enclosures for ventilation, and isolated the poison toads. I followed every step.
Mucus shedding, stiff limbs, convulsions, emergency paralysis. This is corrosive disinfectant poisoning. It's highly corrosive, a large dose. They were ruthless.
Poisoned? What kind of poison? Who could be so cruel? To harm my toads?
Now's not the time to find out who. We need to save them. Their skin is highly permeable, so the toxins are hard to metabolize. We can only do physical detoxification and symptomatic emergency treatment. Every second counts.
Just tell me what to do. I'd even risk my life right now.
First, arrange the isolation basins neatly and prepare the weekly acidic detoxifying purified water. I'll mix the medicine. Multivitamin electrolytes, liver protection and detox liquid, anti-stress agents, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory solution to prevent skin ulceration and secondary infection. Dilute the electrolytes with water. Soaking them for a few minutes will relieve convulsions and stabilize their surface functions. Many individuals have subcutaneous edema and body bloating. Gently press them to help drain water and gas. Help me steady the habitat slabs. Don't disturb the toad colony. Startled toads will worsen their stress and lead to death. Once the body bloating is cleared, sprinkle activated carbon powder mixed with water onto the pond bottom to absorb residual toxins and prevent secondary poisoning.
Their activity is back. Their skin isn't red anymore. The most dangerous time is over. It's over. Lin Shi, thank you. If it weren't for you, this batch of breeding toads would have been wiped out, and I would have been completely ruined.
Don't say that. My job is agricultural machinery and disease prevention. This isn't the time for sentimentality. Did you call the police?
No, I wanted to wait for your assessment first. I'll follow your lead.
Can you identify the source of the poisoning? If we call the police, do we have enough evidence?
It's 100% man-made. Someone poisoned the pond water. The strange smell in the water, the symptoms of poisoning, it all matches up.
Is Lu Sanju the person you suspect?
Besides him, no one else in the village hates me this much. He's sabotaged me multiple times before. He knows my site, the blind spots in the surveillance, the gaps in the fencing. Only he has the motive and the time to be familiar with the terrain.
You're right. But we lack direct physical evidence. If we call the police now, they can only question him verbally. If he denies it, we'll just tip him off.
I know. That's why I'm not acting yet. People like him are narrow-minded. If they succeed once, there will definitely be a second time. Next time, I'll set up a trap in advance, collect evidence, and make sure he has nowhere to run.
Why is there no news at all? By now, Louis should be panicking like crazy. Was the dosage not enough? Or are those toads too resistant?
Just wait. Don't be impatient. The poison spreads slowly in the water. The toxins take time to work. Maybe they're just starting to have massive problems now.
If they die like this, all my hard work and suffering for the past 6 months will have been for nothing.
Don't panic. See? No more convulsions. The surface congestion is receding, and their stress response is calming. They're stable now.
Thank you.
The cause of poisoning has been fully determined. It's an irritating topical powder that contaminated the water, corroding the toad's skin and mucous membranes, causing toxic stress.
Besides Lu Sanju, no one else in the village would harm me like this.
We don't have direct evidence yet, so don't act rashly. He got away with it this time. Greedy and vengeful as he is, he'll definitely try again. Let's stay calm and wait to secure the evidence.
Next time, I'll make sure he has nowhere to run.
Go lean against the wall over there and rest for half an hour. I'll keep an eye on things here. If anything goes wrong with the toads in the pond, I'll call you right away.
I'm not tired at all. I poured my heart and soul into raising these toads. They just survived a crisis. And I have to stay here and watch over them myself. I won't leave, not even for a second.
Pushing yourself like this won't work. If you collapse from exhaustion, who's going to take care of all these sheds and toads? Listen to me. Go get some rest for a bit. You need to recharge so you can keep things under control.
He cares too much about this toad business. He sees these toads as his life's work. After this disaster, he's anxious and heartbroken.
He's under so much pressure, and it's really taking a toll on him.
Did you stay up the whole night without closing your eyes?
I'm fine. I work night shifts at the station all the time, handling work and overtime. I'm used to this schedule. Staying up late is nothing to me. Take a close look at the pond. Most of the toads are completely out of danger now. They're starting to move and feed normally again. Their energy is slowly coming back.
Well, well, if it isn't our village's big toad boss, what brings you to my humble little yard? Did all your toads run into trouble? Come to complain?
Between 2 and 3 a.m. yesterday. Where were you?
I was sleeping at home. Don't you dare accuse me. What I do is none of your business.
Exactly. You just can't manage your breeding pond properly. Don't go blaming my Sanju.
I installed a new, hidden, high-definition night vision camera next to my feed storage. Everything you did last night, avoiding the main cameras and approaching the breeding area through the blind spot, was all captured crystal clear.
Don't try to scare me. I've checked before. Your storage area has blind spots in its surveillance. It can't film anything in the dark.
How do you know my cameras have blind spots? How did you figure out my camera layout? When did I ever allow you into my breeding area? The residual powder extracted from my breeding pond has already been sent to the county's agricultural testing center for analysis. This is a highly concentrated, irritating disinfectant powder for water bodies, a controlled veterinary supply that requires real name registration for purchase. In the entire county, you're the only one who bought it in bulk in the last month.
Can't I buy it for my own toads? I need to disinfect and control bacteria in my own toad pond. What's it to you?
Your toad pond has no recent disinfection records, and there are no traces of medication in the water or electrical readings. The inspectors from the town's agricultural technical team can testify to that.
The strange, pungent smell in the pond water that day, and the symptoms of skin corrosion and poisoning in the toads, perfectly match those caused by inferior water disinfectant powder. This kind of irritating chemical is a controlled veterinary drug. Ordinary people cannot buy it casually. Real name registration is required. As long as we find the purchase record, we can identify the suspect.
Little girl, I've checked it out. Our township has strict controls. This potent disinfectant powder is a restricted item and isn't sold to just anyone. I went through the outgoing records for the past month. In the entire month, this powder was only sold once. Exactly 2 caddies, no more, no less.
Then, may I ask, who was the buyer? Was it real name registered?
Real name registered, clear as day. The buyer was your Lu Sanju from Chinjia village. Lu Sanju from Chinjia village. Here's his personal signature too. The time, purpose, and weight of the purchase are all clearly written. Absolutely no mistake.
This is exactly the same as the handwritten receipts of Lu Sanju I collected before. A perfect match. It really was him. First, he cut the protective net, then blocked the water channel, spread malicious rumors, and now he's openly poisoning the breeding water. He's repeatedly targeted Lu Yi with such malicious intent. He's truly vicious. Thank you for your trouble, sir. Please help me carefully verify and confirm these. These pieces of evidence are crucial for us, not one can be missing.
No problem. We also can't stand this kind of malicious poisoning and destruction of other people's production. The ledger records won't be wrong. Feel free to use them. You can come and verify the originals anytime.
Thank you. I'll keep the evidence safe and won't disclose it casually. I won't cause you any trouble. Uncle Lee, I've organized everything. All the evidence. First, the water test report for the breeding pond clearly shows high concentrations of irritating disinfectant powder residue. Second, the township veterinary station's ledger records show that 2 caddies of controlled medicine powder were purchased by Liu Sanju under his real name. Third, combining the blind spots in surveillance, the motive for the crime, past conflicts, and the timeline, everything aligns perfectly. The time of poisoning, the record of the purchased drug, the human testimony, and the physical evidence, the entire chain of evidence is now complete and closed loop. There are no loopholes.
Liu Sanju is truly lawless. Utterly brazen. Competition is understandable. Business should be about fair competition. But for his own selfish gain, he's repeatedly played dirty. He destroyed the protective netting, cut off the Yunshui Canal, spread malicious rumors, and poisoned the water. He stooped to every low to drive someone to ruin. How could a villager do such things?
Liu Yi is honest and decent. He's never actively provoked anyone. He's always worked diligently. But Liu Sanju is narrow-minded and consumed by jealousy, unable to stand seeing others succeed. He's repeatedly and deliberately sabotaged the farm. Liu Yi is soft-hearted, still considering their family ties. He didn't want to push things too far. But Liu Sanju has no bottom line. He just keeps doing evil. If we don't teach him a lesson, he'll only get worse.
Make sure all the evidence is kept safe. Don't lose any of it. The nature of this incident is extremely serious. It's no longer a simple neighborhood dispute. It's intentional destruction of production and business operations, and illegal dumping of harmful substances. He's broken the law. I'll contact the town officials right now to report the situation. We absolutely cannot tolerate Liu Sanju any longer. Liu Yi must get justice. And the entire village deserves an explanation.
That's exactly what I mean. We don't actively harm others. But we won't let anyone bully us either. I've backed up all the evidence. It can be submitted to the Public Security Department at any time.
Take a look at this report from the county's Agricultural and Animal Husbandry Testing Center. Last month, you bought 2 caddies of strong disinfectant powder under your real name at the vet supply store.
Is it illegal for me to buy medicine at a vet supply store? So many people in the county buy it. How can you be sure it was me? You're assuming guilt here.
Liu Sanju, I'm not targeting you. This kind of irritating powder is usually used for large-scale disinfection. Your own toad farm hasn't had any disinfection records for nearly a month. I asked Vet Wang, who treats your toads. You haven't done any disease prevention for your own toad ponds recently. Your toad ponds are spotless. So where did the powder go?
You even investigated me? What right do you have to investigate me?
All right, stop arguing. I'm not trying to convict you today. If you admit it, you'll fully compensate Liu Yi for his losses. Sign a guarantee that you won't cause trouble again. The village will keep it quiet and not involve the police. If you refuse to admit it, I'll immediately hand over all the materials to the town police station. Maliciously releasing harmful substances and intentionally disrupting production and business operations is a criminal offense. You weigh your options.
Water replacement, breeding protection consumables, a total loss of 1,280 yuan. Detoxifying and anti-stress agents. Emergency supplies cost 1,160 yuan. Overnight labor for supervision, site purification, and disinfection labor costs 420 yuan. The entire toad colony was poisoned, delaying their growth cycle.
Estimated loss from reduced quality and yield is 3,240 yuan.
You're crazy. And losses from the toads, stunted growth. Why don't you add emotional distress to that? Are you out of your mind for money?
Yes, I also need compensation for emotional distress. You maliciously poisoned my toads in the dead of night, deliberately trying to ruin my business. I stayed up all night guarding the poisoned toads, anxious and stressed, suffering severe mental strain, under prolonged, extreme mental pressure. I'm legally claiming 1,000 yuan for emotional distress, not a penny more than I deserve.
That's a total of 7,100 yuan. We'll round it down. You'll pay 7,000 yuan exactly.
I'll never give you a single cent, not even in my dreams. This is pure extortion.
Liu Sanju, you're refusing to pay, is that right? I'm calling the police station right now. Maliciously damaging production. Minor offenses lead to detention, fines, and a criminal record. Serious offenses lead to imprisonment. Think carefully about the consequences.
Sanju. Don't be so stubborn. Just consider 7,000 yuan as paying to avoid worse trouble. If this really goes to the police station, our family will be completely disgraced.
Lu Yi, I'll remember this day. You forced me to pay this money. This isn't over between us.
Folks, today's a great day. Lu Yi, the young man who took over the waterlogged land in the east and raised the best quality toads in the whole county, is officially establishing an ecological toad farming cooperative today. He's going to lead our entire village to learn the techniques, get into farming, and steadily get rich together. Now, let Lu Yi tell you how this cooperative will actually work.
Aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, I know many of you are wondering, Lu Yi, you haven't even gotten rich yourself. How can you lead us to prosperity? And you're right. I'm not exactly wealthy yet, and my farm is still in its early stages. But I can promise you one thing, hand on heart. The toads I raise are the highest quality in the county, 2 types of Chinese giant toads. The techniques I use are from Technician Lin, a hands-on, improved, and most scientific and standardized ecological farming process. And the sales channels I have are long-term, stable supply routes to medicinal material buyers in the provincial capital. I'm willing to share all of this with you, without any reservations. Lu Yi, that sounds great, but how much does it cost to join the cooperative? And how do we split the profits? Good questions. Joining the cooperative isn't mandatory. You can invest or not. If you invest, 1 share is 1,000 yuan, a maximum of 10 shares per person. The cooperative will uniformly apply for toadlets, uniformly allocate live bait, uniformly manage water quality, disease prevention and disinfection, and uniformly connect with medicinal material buyers. Profits will be distributed annually based on shares. Even if you don't invest, you can still learn the techniques for free with us. You can build a small breeding pond at home, no tuition fees, and someone will come to guide you throughout the process. I'm telling you honestly, only if our whole village works together, forming our own breeding industry chain and becoming a specialized breeding village, then it won't be just 1 or 2 small buyers coming, but large pharmaceutical factories specializing in buying toad venom, dried toads, and toad skin. We'll control the volume of goods, and the purchase price won't be suppressed anymore. The price will be decided by us, the farmers.
Folks, I'm Lin Shi from the Agri Station. I can responsibly tell you that Lu Ye's breeding technique is mature and reproducible. As long as everyone manages water quality according to standards, controls breeding density, and scientifically feeds live bait, the toad venom and dried toad skin produced will meet at least the 2nd-grade medicinal standard. The purchase price per catty will be more than 10 yuan higher than that of ordinary free-range toads. Each household can earn an extra several thousand to over 10,000 yuan per year, guaranteed.
Is that true? My family has been raising local toads for years, just letting them roam. The medicinal quality is low, and buyers always drive down the price. We don't make much money all year. Can we really earn an extra 10,000 yuan?
Keep my word. For the first batch of farmers who join me, I'll personally visit and teach them hand in hand, from site construction to disease prevention and control, providing full guidance. I'll guarantee the sales channels, ensuring it's not lower than the market price. Guaranteed purchase. If the promised purchase price isn't met, I'll cover the difference.
What will you use to cover it? Your own farm hasn't even broken even yet.
This is a formal supply and purchase contract I signed with Boss Zhou, a traditional Chinese medicine dealer from the provincial capital. The guaranteed purchase price for qualified refined toad venom is 220 yuan per catty. The total value of the first batch of goods is 110,000 yuan. Delivery is scheduled for next month. I'm not just making empty promises. I've already made it happen.
Lu Yi, I believe you. I'll invest 10 shares. 10,000 yuan. I'm in too.
I'll invest 5 shares.
I won't invest, but I want to learn the techniques. Lu Yi, you have to teach me.
This kid has really made it. He's succeeded.
Finally found it. This is the feeding ratio plan. No wonder his toads grow so much better than others. Live insect bait combined with trace element growth nutrients and water conditioning agents. Doesn't look too complicated. I'll quickly take a picture and go back to prepare it. I'll definitely catch up, even surpass him.
Thief, stop him. Someone's stealing our breeding technique formula. Come quickly. Lu Yi, you're back. Just now, Lu Sanju secretly picked the lock, came in, and used his phone to photograph our breeding ratio plan. I saw it clearly, no mistake. Call the police and deal with him.
Uncle Zhang, don't worry. Are you hurt? No need to call the police. He didn't get anything useful.
But this is the breeding method you painstakingly researched. It's your livelihood. How can it not be useful?
Don't worry. What he photographed was an old, discarded feeding ratio that I'd already phased out. The ratio is imbalanced and has major drawbacks. If he uses it as is, not only will the toads not want to eat, but it will also easily cause skin inflammation and stress reactions. Their breeding condition will only get worse.
This old plan has an imbalanced nutrient ratio. The growth-promoting ingredients are overdosed. It completely goes against the toad's growth habits. It was marked as discarded and discontinued a long time ago. Liu Sanju was only focused on photographing the ratio numbers and didn't even notice the discarded note on the document. He thinks he's found the secret to getting rich. So you deliberately placed the discarded old plan in a prominent position. You already knew he'd come to steal it. You set a trap, waiting for him to fall right into it.
He's always been jealous, always looking for shortcuts and crooked paths, so I'll just go along with his wishes. Let him walk into the dead end he chose himself.
The ratio of insect bait to nutrients looks ordinary, but I didn't expect it to be so effective. I'll immediately prepare the samples and feed them. Soon, my toads will definitely grow much better than Lu Ye's. Then everyone in the village will look up to me. Why did it turn out like this? I clearly followed Lu Ye's feeding plan to mix the feed. How come his toads are healthy and thriving, but mine are all getting sick and dying? What's going on?
I warned you repeatedly before that you absolutely shouldn't secretly copy other people's farming methods, let alone steal their formulas. But you were so stubborn, you wouldn't listen to a word I said. Now we're in big trouble. A large number of toads in the shed have all collapsed. We can't raise them normally. The losses are devastating. All our family savings are gone. We can't go on like this. The vet we just called confirmed it. This is skin ulceration and internal organ metabolic disorder caused by imbalanced feed nutrition and excessive irritating additives. It'll cost a fortune to treat them. Our pockets are already empty. We can't afford the treatment.
Just shut up. You don't understand the intricacies of farming. The formula is absolutely flawless. It must be that the insect bait I bought recently wasn't fresh. It bred bacteria and caused all these problems. Ultimately, it's the raw materials that are the problem. It has nothing to do with the formula itself.
Let me tell you the truth. The illness in these toads has no connection whatsoever with the freshness of the insect bait. The root cause is the feeding plan you're using. In your formula, the growth-promoting trace elements and mineral additives are severely excessive. Toads have weak metabolic capabilities, their skin and kidneys can't handle the pressure. Long-term feeding will inevitably lead to skin corrosion and excessive burden on internal organs. This is basic common sense in amphibian farming. I'm curious, where did you get this flawed formula from?
This formula was something I slowly figured out and mixed myself.
You don't need to keep hiding and lying. I can recognize this formula at a glance. It's Liu Ye's old experimental formula that he completely discarded and phased out last month. They found out long ago that the additive ratio was imbalanced and too irritating, so they abandoned it. But you treated it like a priceless treasure and copied it directly. To put it bluntly, you fell into their trap, played right into their hands.
It turns out to be a formula that has already been eliminated and discarded. Could it be that Lu Yi deliberately set a trap to trick me from the very beginning?
Now, some toads have large areas of skin ulceration, and their internal organs are failing, beyond any hope of treatment. You should isolate and dispose of them as soon as possible. Just try to minimize your losses.
Huzi. At this point, we should just call the police. Lu Yi clearly deliberately gave us a useless formula to harm us. We can't just take this loss.
What good would calling the police do? I stole the formula myself, secretly. If the police get involved, I'll be the first one investigated and arrested. In the end, it was my own greed. I brought this upon myself. I walked right into this trap, and now I've ended up like this. I have no one to blame but myself.
I told him long ago to just focus on his own research and techniques, but he insisted on taking shortcuts and stealing others' achievements. Now that he's suffered a huge loss, maybe he's learned his lesson.
Liu Yi abandoned that unqualified formula ages ago, but he treated it like gold and copied it. He blindly followed without considering the actual situation. It's only natural that he'd run into trouble.
I was so focused on taking a shortcut to surpass Lu Yi. I went to great lengths to steal his formula, but in the end, I picked up a discarded, problematic formula. Not only did I lose all my capital, but I also ruined all my hard work. Ultimately, I brought this upon myself. Lu Yi, I've come here today specifically to apologize and beg for your forgiveness. Everything I did against you before, it was all just mistakes I made out of foolishness. I was petty and targeted you at every turn. I was such a scoundrel. Now, all the toads in my shed are sick and rotting. The vets I called said they can't be saved. You're an expert in toad farming, full of experience. Please, I beg you, come take a look and save my toads. I'm willing to kneel before you forever if it helps.
Lu Yi, you're such a good boy. You've always been kind-hearted and generous. Please, have some mercy and help our family. If all these toads die, our family won't be able to survive. We still owe a lot for feed, and we can't pay back the debts for farming supplies. We're truly at our wits' end.
Now you're humbling yourself to beg me. But when you were making things difficult for me at every turn, did you show even a shred of mercy? In the beginning, when I took over that neglected waterlogged land to start my business, you gathered many villagers to openly mock and ridicule me. You said I was dreaming. You constantly belittled and suppressed me. When I ordered high-quality toadlets, you secretly intercepted them. You stole my supply. You deliberately cut off my path to development. When I worked hard to transform the breeding site, you secretly damaged the protective nets. You secretly cut off the irrigation ditch. You wantonly destroyed all the hard work I put into everything. Just as my toad population was growing steadily and my business was starting to show promise, you cruelly snuck into my breeding area late at night. You dumped prohibited chemicals into the pond water. Nearly all my young toads died. You only wanted me to lose everything and completely collapse.
I know my sins are grave. Every single mistake, it's all my fault. You can hit me, curse me, vent your anger all you want. Just please, for the sake of our family ties, help save my toads.
Now you remember the word family so clearly. But when you were constantly oppressing and scheming against me, did you ever remember I was your own nephew? When you cruelly poisoned my breeding toads, did you show even an ounce of family consideration? You've lowered yourself today, begging me desperately, but you're not truly acknowledging your mistakes or genuinely repenting. You're just in a desperate situation with no other options. If your toads miraculously recover tomorrow, you'd still harbor ill intentions and target me at every turn. Someone with such a narrow mind and malicious heart as you will never easily change their true nature.
Lu Yi, how can you be so heartless? You can't just stand by and watch them die. Those toads are living creatures too.
And weren't the toads I carefully nurtured day and night living creatures too? When you cruelly poisoned them, watching them convulse and their skin rot, did you feel any pity? Did you care about their lives? When you repeatedly plotted to destroy everything I had, did you ever consider that it was all the hope I fought so hard for?
He always played dirty, trying to harm people.
Now that he's in trouble, he knows how to beg. He should have thought about this earlier.
He kept pushing people to the brink. Now he's hit a wall himself. And he comes here to play the victim and beg for mercy. It's too late.
Huzi, stop it. What foolish thing are you trying to do? Don't do anything rash.
Boss Lou, I haven't seen you in a month, and your place has transformed again. Standardized breeding sheds, dedicated storage, full branding. You're really building a professional TCM toad breeding base here. You'll definitely be the leader in all the surrounding counties. For this batch of refined toad venom, premium dried toad skin, I'll offer $250 per gene. Cash payment in full, settled today on the spot.
$250 is too low. I'll offer $260 per gene. I'll take this whole batch.
I'm not going to haggle with you too. My bottom price is $280 per gene. This batch of refined toad venom is worth 169,400 yuan in total. We can sign the contract and settle up right now. Plus, I'll sign a 3-year long-term supply agreement with you. For the next 3 years, all the finished medicinal products you produce, I'll buy them all back at premium grade. The guaranteed purchase price is $250, and it will only go up, never down.
$280 is far above the average market price. This is a high price only for top-grade products. Don't hesitate, agree quickly.
Boss Hu, it's a deal. I'll sign the 3-year long-term contract.
Great. I appreciate your decisiveness. Let's load the truck and inspect the goods immediately.
Huzi, the court summons has arrived. The suppliers for the insect bait and breeding materials we owe money to have sued us. The hearing is next Monday. If we don't pay off the debt, our courtyard and breeding sheds will be seized to cover it.
So what if there's a hearing? I have nothing left anyway. Let them do what they want. I accept my fate.
Can't you pull yourself together? Look at Lu Yi. Today, his finished products are ready. Medicine buyers are scrambling to bid, and his high-quality toad venom is selling for 280 yuan a gene. Now look at us. Our toads are rotting and dying in batches. The remaining ones are of poor quality, and no one wants to buy them. Our debts are piling up. Have you even thought about what we're going to do next?
Don't you dare mention Lu Yi to me. I don't want to hear it. I never want to hear that name again in my life.
Why are you giving me this? I can't take it.
You deserve this. Without your technical guidance, I wouldn't have achieved this success today. And if you hadn't helped me so much back then, I would have given up long ago. This money is to repay the costs you covered, and it's also your rightful share as my partner.
Don't be so formal with me. I told you, I'm your partner. There's no you or me between us.
All right, no you or me.
Mr. Liu, there's a procedure I need to confirm with you. The brand Linchi for the ecological toad industry and traditional Chinese medicine that you applied to register uses Ms. Linchi's name in its title, which requires her personal signed authorization. Is Ms. Lin here?
Is Ms. Lin here?
I am the one authorized on site by myself.
Congratulations to you both. By the way, the refined toad venom samples you processed were test sold at the traditional Chinese medicine supermarket yesterday. All 20 tasting packs were sold out in less than 2 hours. Customer feedback indicates high purity and good appearance. There are particularly many intentions to place orders later.
Mr. Liu, to be honest, yesterday the 20 sample packs of your Linchi Ecological Toad Industries traditional Chinese medicine sold out in less than 2 hours. The feedback from repeat customers was excellent. They all said your dried goods have a clear color, no impurities are cleanly processed, and their purity far exceeds ordinary products on the market. Today it's officially launched. I specifically arranged your display stand in the prime spot of the tonic section, right next to high-end health-preserving medicinal materials. This makes it easy for customers to directly compare the quality difference. I've set up a sample tasting table for you. Many customers are prejudiced against locally farmed products, but once they see the appearance and smell the scent, the quality difference is obvious. We won't have trouble getting orders.
Don't worry, Manager Zhang. We're fully prepared. Today, we'll let the appearance, ingredients, and quality speak for themselves.
Young lady, what kind of medicinal material is this? It smells fresh and clean, not fishy at all.
Auntie, this is refined dried toad and purified toad venom, processed from locally and organically farmed toads. They are raised in flowing water, with ecological disease control, fine manual peeling and impurity removal, low temperature drying, no sulfur, and no chemical additives. It's a pure natural health-preserving traditional Chinese medicine. You can take a look at the sample's appearance.
The quality is really clean. I've bought other brands of dried goods before, and they were dark in color, had a strong fishy smell, and lots of impurities. Yours are dry, clear, and cleanly processed. I can definitely trust them. How much are they? I'll stock up for home use for soups and daily health.
Premium refined dried toad is 680 yuan per kilogram. Regular premium quality is 480 yuan per kilogram. Today, for our grand opening, all purchases above a certain amount will receive a complimentary health-preserving soup ingredient pack.
No need to hesitate. Give me 6 caddies of the premium dried goods. It's perfect for the elderly at home to regulate their health. Such good quality can't be missed.
I just saw the other brand's dried goods next door. They were dark and damp. The difference is huge. I'll take 2 caddies of the premium as well. It's rare to see such high-quality processed products from rural farming. I'll buy some dried goods as gifts for my elders.
Lu Yi, you're so young. Yet your business acumen is incredibly mature. For your first time in a major retail store, you know to use samples to showcase quality, build reputation, and retain repeat customers. Your brand will definitely grow bigger and stronger. Given today's booming sales, I'll help you get into a second branch next week. Next month, we'll get you into all stores in the city. By the end of the year, we'll hit chain supermarkets in the provincial capital. We'll steadily expand your supply channels.
From an ignored, waterlogged wasteland to a regular display in a supermarket's traditional medicine section, I've toiled countless days and nights, not relying on fake marketing, but on genuine farming quality and clean processing. That's the foundation for long-term success.
Lu Yi, do you remember? Just a year ago, you were working hard in someone else's breeding shed, enduring cold stares and grievances. In just 1 year, you've built your own brand and successfully entered major chain supermarkets. Premium dried traditional medicinal materials, selling for 680 yuan per kilogram. You've achieved something others couldn't, all by yourself.
I wouldn't be here today without your technical support. And without my persistent dedication every step of the way. Everyone used to look down on me. Now I stand firm on quality. Others do business with tricks. I make medicine with integrity. I want everyone to know, entrepreneurs from the countryside can also produce top-quality traditional medicinal materials.
Ever since I stole Lu Ye's discarded breeding formula, my farm has been getting worse day by day. My toads kept getting sick and dying off. All my savings are gone, and I'm buried in external debt. Now, I'm facing problems everywhere. I can't see any way out.
Lu Sanju, don't hide at home pretending to be depressed. You need to give me a clear answer today.
Boss Wang, please calm down. Come in and rest. Have some tea to soothe your nerves. Everything can be discussed properly.
No need for pleasantries. You've been overdue for 3 whole months on a large batch of live insect bait and breeding supplies. The total, principal, and interest is 87,300 yuan. Not a single cent less.
Boss Wang, please, have mercy. Give me a few more days. I still have some toads left in my farm. Once I sell them, I'll pay off all my debts immediately. Please, give me one more chance to turn things around. This debt now is an astronomical figure for me. I don't have any working capital left. If even this last glimmer of hope is cut off, I'll truly lose everything.
You still have the nerve to mention it? Your toads, I specifically went to your farm yesterday to check. Most of the remaining toads are weak and riddled with disease. Their quality is terrible. They have no market value. Forget selling them at a high price. Even if you sell them cheap, no one will buy them. How are you going to pay back the debt?
Our house is gone. The breeding sheds will be confiscated too. Years of savings, all gone. Now we have nothing left. Where's all your usual bluster gone? Quick, think of something. We can't just sit here and wait for death.
What more can I do? I've tried every trick in the book. Stealing his techniques, undercutting his prices, sabotaging him behind his back, using every dirty trick. Still, I can't beat Lu Yi, who just works hard and honestly. I admit defeat completely. I was consumed by jealousy, always targeting and scheming against him. In the end, I'm left bruised and battered, completely ruined. Yet, Lu Ye's path has been smooth, thriving more and more. From the moment I harbored ill intentions and schemed against others, I was destined to lose everything.
I really misjudged you back then. Marrying someone like you, who only knows petty tricks, has no responsibility, and no real ability. I've suffered so much injustice.
Where are you going? Our family is in such a state now. If you leave, how can I possibly carry on alone?
I'm going back to my parents' house. I can't bear to suffer through this mess with you anymore.
Family fortune gone, business seized, family leaving, neighbors alienated, a lifetime of scheming, always harming others. Ultimately, I've only harmed myself terribly. One wrong step, and every step after was wrong. I've personally ruined my entire future.
Last month, the cooperative's total sales of dried toad venom and toad skin reached 438,000. After deducting all costs like feed and labor, the net profit was 126,000. Today, we're distributing cash dividends on the spot, according to shares.
Working with you is so much better than farming. I earned an extra 10,000 just from dividends this year. Can we still buy shares now? We want to join the cooperative too.
Don't worry, everyone. The second round of share registration will open next month. You can reserve your spots starting now. Also, I have some great news. Our products will be in 3 chain supermarkets in the city next week. Our market is officially expanding into the city.
Lu Yi, I know I was wrong. I deliberately made things difficult for you and schemed against you before. Please, let me work in the cooperative. Even if it's just for food, I'll do anything.
Back then, you made me do the hardest work. Then you hastily settled up. You kicked me out with just 50,000 yuan. When I started my business by taking over the waterlogged land, you led the mockery. You stole my toadlets. You destroyed my facilities. You poisoned my ponds. I remember all of it. I can't forgive you. You're only begging for help now because you're desperate. Get up and leave. Don't cause a scene here.
Remember, Just 3 months ago, this was nothing but a swampy wasteland overgrown with weeds.
Of course, I remember. Back then, I only had 50,000 yuan. The whole village was waiting to see me fail.
Now, with the land, sheds, equipment, and the breeding toad base, our assets have exceeded 5 million.
This is the result of our hard work together. You're not just a technician. You're my partner, and the most important person in my life.
Everyone's gone to visit the new base. It's really lively there. Why are you still here?
If I go, people will just point fingers at me. It'd just be humiliating myself.
If you hadn't been so jealous back then and repeatedly tried to sabotage Lu Yi, you'd be getting your share of the profits now, instead of being deep in debt and your family falling apart.
Oh my god, this is nothing like an ordinary farm. It's cleaner and more modern than a city park.
Look at these breeding ponds. The water's so clear, and the ventilation and sun protection facilities are all here. Even the toads live comfortably.
Phase 2 of the base will officially start next month. We plan to hire 30 long-term workers, prioritizing villagers from our cooperative. Salaries will be higher than the county average, and full social security and benefits will be provided after probation. All right.
Lu Yi, my 2 sons have been working out of town and can't come home often. Can they come back to the village and work at the base?
Of course. It's always better to be stable at home than drifting outside. I'll prioritize our fellow villagers. My daughter just graduated from college, majoring in accounting. She wants to work as an office clerk at the base. Would that be suitable? Absolutely no problem. Have her prepare her documents. Lin Shi will organize the interviews and selection process later.
Not only high wages but also full social security for everyone. Lu Yi is truly capable and genuinely cares about his fellow villagers. That's great. That's great.
Lu Yi, the county just sent an official notice, specifically naming you to attend the city's commendation conference for returning entrepreneurs.
Commendation conference? I didn't expect the county to choose me.
Your ecological farming model and your story of leading the entire village to prosperity are now key examples promoted by the county. You'll need to go on stage and share your entrepreneurial journey, so all entrepreneurs in the city can learn from you.
I'll prepare diligently. I'll share our toad farming experience and the insights we've gained along the way.
That's right. Seize this opportunity and let the whole city see the new face of our Chinjia village.
I have nothing left now. Maybe I should take another risk and steal one more time, just to scrape by. I've made mistakes again and again. I can't keep sinking lower. I've decided to accept reality and live the rest of my days honestly by myself. My house is about to be seized. My wife's gone back to her parents. No one's willing to help me, and I'm still deep in debt. I'm at my wit's end now. I have no choice but to take a risk. If I can just steal one high-quality breeding toad and sell it to another farmer, I can catch my breath. Lu Yi, don't blame me. I was the one who personally installed the security system at your base. I deliberately left one alarm sensor wire loosely connected. It's always been half malfunctioning. I had a backup plan back then, for a day like today. I've always had an escape route. The blind spots in the surveillance, the malfunctioning alarms, they're all under my control. I thought I could secretly take the most expensive breeding toad tonight without anyone knowing. It's you, the best looking, the strongest breeder. As long as I take you, I can turn my life around. Come with me. Don't move. Don't make a sound. Quiet. Don't let anyone outside hear us. If I'm caught, I'm completely finished tonight.
Don't move. Stay right there. Hands up.
Lu Sanju, how could it be you? You've fallen so low, yet you still won't repent? You actually snuck in tonight to steal my breeding toads? Are you completely insane?
I'm not stealing. I really didn't mean to steal it. I was just borrowing one temporarily, to take it back for breeding and research. I'll definitely return it once I'm back on my feet. I'd never keep it for myself. It's all exposed now. I thought my plan was flawless, but Lu Yi had already arranged night patrols. Tonight, I walked right into a trap.
This is Luchinja Village Lingxi Ecological Breeding Base. Hello, is this the law enforcement station? We've caught a suspect red-handed, attempting to steal breeding toads. The person is under our control. There's no chance of escape. Please send someone over to handle this as soon as possible. You've repeatedly targeted our base with malicious intent. Damaging water facilities. Throwing irritating powders. Maliciously spreading rumors and slandering us. Stealing breeding formula data. And now, sneaking in late at night to steal valuable breeding toads. Every single act is well documented.
Before, out of kinship, I always held back. I didn't want to go too far, but you never learned your lesson. You crossed my line again and again. Now I don't need to say anything more. The law enforcement will handle everything. All your previous illegal acts, plus tonight's theft, will be punished together. Dealt with according to the law.
I brought this upon myself. I've done so many bad things. Now I've been caught red-handed. There are no more excuses, and no one can help me. This time, I'm truly finished.
Defendant Lu Sanju, after review by this court, is found guilty of intentionally releasing irritants to disrupt aquaculture, constituting the crime of releasing dangerous substances, and is sentenced to 1 year in prison. For deliberately setting fire late at night with intent to destroy another's breeding facility, constituting arson, he is sentenced to 3 years in prison. For secretly stealing another's commercial breeding data and breeding toads, constituting theft, he is sentenced to 6 months in prison. For repeatedly and maliciously damaging aquaculture facilities and interfering with production, constituting the crime of sabotaging production and business operations, he is sentenced to 1 year in prison. For these multiple offenses, a combined sentence of 4 years and 6 months of imprisonment is imposed.
Lu Sanju really messed up this time. His evil deeds finally caught up to him.
First, he poisoned the toads, then set fire, then stole the formula. Each act was crueler than the last. Why didn't he think he'd end up like this today?
Defendant Lu Sanju is ordered to pay civil compensation, covering all of Lu Ye's economic losses, as ruled by the court. The compensation can be paid in installments, with his assets frozen during his imprisonment. It must be settled within 3 years after his release.
Once inside, follow the rules, reform yourself, reflect on your crimes, strive for a reduced sentence, and be a new man when you come out.
Lu Yi, please tell Wang Mei for me. Tell her I'm sorry. I'm the one who ruined this family. I was truly wrong.
Lu Yi. Lu Sanju got 4.5 years. He deserved it. It's time for someone like him to really reflect.
Let's go back to the breeding base. The toad colony still needs daily inspection, water quality control, and growth records. We can't delay. Lin Shi, after we get back, there's something I want to do.
Just tell me what it is.
I plan to buy Lu Sanju's abandoned toad farm and transform it into a cooperative, a professional breeding training base. I'll teach young villagers and returning youth how to scientifically raise toads for free. We'll share standardized techniques openly, so everyone can avoid detours.
Lu Yi, your vision is truly grand. To not dwell on past wrongs and to repay evil with kindness, that's truly commendable.
Next, please welcome Lu Yi, chairman of Linxi Ecological Industry Company, Limited and director of Qinjia Village Ecological Aquaculture Cooperative, winner of the first prize at this commendation conference, to the stage to receive his award.
Comrade Lu Yi, you are a model representative of returning entrepreneurs in our city. You rooted yourself in the countryside, started from scratch, transformed idle waterlogged wasteland into a standardized ecological toad farming base for the entire city. Your industrial model and deeds of helping farmers are worthy of learning and emulation by all young people in the city. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, leaders. And thank you to everyone who has supported and helped me along the way. 3 years ago, I was just a low-level worker managing a toad farm for someone else, bullied and forced out. Today, I'm still deeply involved in the toad farming industry. The difference is, before I only worked for others, now I manage my own business and work with all the villagers to create income together. I want to say something to all young people returning to their hometowns to start businesses. Don't be afraid of humble beginnings. Don't mind others' ridicule. Keep your feet on the ground, stay true to yourself. And even a barren, muddy pond can be cultivated into your own golden industry.
You're now a well-known entrepreneurial role model in the city, so you should pay attention to your image when you go out. You're getting too much attention.
Stop teasing me. At the end of the day, I'm still just a farmer working in the fields. There's nothing special about me.
You're not just an ordinary farmer. You've changed the development direction of the entire village and built up a unique traditional Chinese medicine industry.
Boss Lu, great news. A large chain supermarket group in the provincial capital is interested in our Linxi brand traditional Chinese medicine toad products. They want to sign an exclusive annual supply agreement, ordering 500 boxes of finished products per year. Do you want to take this order? Yes, but I have one strict condition. All toad product packaging must be printed with the Qinjia Village origin mark and include traceability information for the rural farming base. Haha. Boss Lu, what a vision.
This is about building Qinjia Village into a regional specialty brand. I'll fully help you finalize this condition. No problem at all.
Lin Shi, the products we've put our hearts into are officially entering high-end supermarkets in the provincial capital.
Boss, Lu, Manager Lin. This batch of your finished Chinese medicinal products has all the necessary certifications. Their quality, appearance, and heavy metal content have been thoroughly checked at every stage. There's absolutely no problem with them. Plus, your story of returning to your hometown to start a business and boost rural development is widely recognized. I've arranged for your products to be placed in the health and wellness section at a prime display spot. A prime display spot. Soon after the products were put on the shelves, customers started coming to inquire about them. Thanks to your solid processing quality and the excellent reputation you've built, there's sure to be a hot seller in the provincial city's medicinal market.
Thank you so much for giving our Chinja Village local products a chance to enter the provincial city market. Our base will strictly control the sourcing, ensure a continuous daily supply, and always adhere to processing standards. We will never allow inferior products to be passed off as good quality.
Chinja Village, I remember that place. I saw a report about it on the news before. It said there was a young man who started from a neglected muddy pond, focused on developing an ecological toad, traditional Chinese medicinal industry, and even led his fellow villagers to increase their income and get rich. It was truly inspiring.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Lu Yi from Chinja Village.
I can't believe I'd meet you here. I've long heard that you're honest and down to earth and reliable in your work. So the Chinese medicinal products you process must be top-notch. It really makes people trust you from the bottom of their hearts. Please give me 2 boxes of refined dried toad. I'll buy them for my elders at home to help them with their health.
Locally and systematically farmed and processed medicinal materials, disinfection and air drying. The process is transparent and open. It's safe and reliable for medicinal use. It's much more trustworthy than those unknown, generic brands on the market.
I fully support local industries. From now on, when I buy these kinds of Chinese medicines, I'll look for this brand. It's also a way to show my support. To fully support the unique industries developed by our hometown.
Before, I was just focused on working hard in the countryside, only wanting to do well in the farming industry. I never dared to dream of reaching such a large medicinal market in the provincial city. Starting today, our small Chinja village has truly stepped out of the countryside, standing proudly and firmly in the provincial city, becoming known and recognized by more people, hasn't it?
The fact that you've come this far is never by chance. It's all the result of countless days of hard work, taking one step at a time, and earning it through sheer effort.
Given the current sales momentum, it won't be long before your products are fully stocked in all our stores. Your business empire can continue to expand further.
All the hardships and difficulties I've endured have now transformed into these fruitful achievements. From now on, I must remain true to my original intentions and continue to move forward steadily. Lu Yi, you're truly down to earth.
You're a great benefactor to everyone in Xinjia Village.
Before, everyone in the village relied on farming to make a living. We toiled hard all year, facing the loss with our backs to the sky. In the end, we didn't have much savings left. Life was always a struggle.
Ever since you returned to the village and established a compliant ecological breeding base, leading us into the toad medicinal material farming industry, everyone can now work and earn money steadily right here in the village, without having to leave. Our lives are getting better day by day. You led the whole village out of poverty and onto the path of prosperity. This kindness, we, the entire village, will always remember.
Uncle and all my fellow villagers, this sentiment is too profound. I truly don't deserve it. The village's transformation and the industry's growth are never just my achievement. It's all thanks to your genuine trust in me and your willingness to work hard alongside me. This is the result of everyone's collective effort.
Before, to support our families, we had to leave our homes and work elsewhere, drifting for years.
Our children became left behind children in the village.
Our elderly parents at home had no one to look after them.
Families were separated for most of the year. Now, following Lu Yi, we can work and earn money right here at home.
Participating in breeding management and medicinal material processing.
We can earn a stable income and stay with our families.
Accompanying our elders and children.
No longer do we have to endure
the pain of separation. Lu Yi, don't you worry. Go boldly forward. The entire village is united, and we'll work diligently with you. Let's work together to make our traditional Chinese medicine industry bigger and stronger, and spread our village's reputation far and wide.
I will always remember your kindness. From now on, I will never let down anyone's trust and expectations. I will diligently manage the cooperative and make sure the breeding training program is well executed. Standardized breeding, compliant processing, stable supply, leading everyone to steady income growth. So every household can have a more prosperous and stable life year after year. Looking back to when I first returned to start my business, I was ostracized and harassed everywhere I went. I was once forced to a point where I had nowhere to stand. I only had 50,000 yuan in savings. All I saw was a piece of waterlogged land that no one thought much of. 3 short years have passed in a flash. Now I have a standardized and compliant breeding base, obtained all the qualifications for breeding, processing, and sales, launched my own brand of traditional Chinese medicine, and my products are sold in major supermarkets and tonic sections in the provincial capital. More importantly, I've earned the trust and support of everyone in the village. This change, in a trance, truly feels like a dream.
This has never been a dream. Everything you have now, you earned it by clearing and digging the land shovel by shovel, by taking solid steps one by one, and by enduring countless sleepless nights, gritting your teeth. All the hardships you've suffered and all the difficulties you've overcome have paved the way for your smooth journey today.
Along the way, there have been countless storms, betrayals, and business downturns. But as long as you're by my side, no matter what difficulties lie ahead, I'll have no fear.
Just go confidently forward. For all the years to come, I'll always be by your side. Never leaving you.
Welcome, uncles, aunts, brothers, and sisters. Thanks for coming to learn our toad farming techniques. Let me lay down the ground rules right here. First, 0 tuition fees, not a single penny. Second, I'll share every single technique, no holding back. Third, from breeding quality toads, water control, and live feed, to daily disinfection, skin harvesting, sterile venom extraction, and sales channels, I'll show you exactly how we standardize farming and process everything legally. You just learn and practice the same way.
Boss Lou, you're a genuinely good man. Before, learning this meant buying expensive guides or begging peers who'd hide everything from you. But you? Free classes and you're giving it all away.
Working with you feels solid. No tricks, no scams, no blindly stepping into traps.
I am responsible for water quality testing, disease compilation, and scientific epidemic prevention teaching. We'll do live demos and hands-on practice. Ask anything you're unsure about. We'll teach you step by step until everyone is fully proficient.
We're setting up this training base for one simple reason. Just one honest goal. To help those who truly want to learn raise high-quality medicinal toads and earn a steady income, so you can all live a good, stable life. Everyone, gather round and watch closely. To check a toad's health, just remember these 3 simple tricks. First, check activity level. If they're quick to react and move fast, they're healthy. Second, check the skin. Moist, clear, and evenly glossy means a healthy toad. Dry, dull, or sticky skin usually means disease is brewing. Third, check the droppings. Firm, dry, and odorless droppings mean the environment is up to standard.
Teacher Lou, how do we quickly check the water's pH? Newbies can't read those professional instruments.
I'll teach you the simplest old-school method combined with practical steps. First, look at the water plants and how active the young toads are. Then use accurate test strips for a quick check. You'll know the water quality in a minute. No need to waste money on expensive, fancy equipment.
I left home in a fit of pique, hoping to put him out of sight, out of mind. But when I heard he was sentenced to prison, I just couldn't bring myself to be completely heartless. No matter how much of a scoundrel he was, we were husband and wife. I had to come back to see him one last time and make things clear.
Wang Mei, you're finally back. Everyone in the village knows about Lu Sanju. He committed so many bad deeds, and for multiple offenses, the court sentenced him to 4.5 years. He's currently serving his sentence and undergoing reform in prison.
I'd already heard about it outside. I came back specifically for this.
Why did you even bother coming back? He did so many evil things, harming himself and others, ruining the family completely. He broke your heart long ago.
I know what kind of person he is. But we were husband and wife, after all, together for so many years. I have to go in and see him one last time, to bring closure to myself and to this relationship, to put an end to it. I no longer hate him, nor do I love him. All that's left is utter exhaustion. I didn't come back to forgive him. I came back to completely sever ties.
Actually, everyone in the village knows that throughout this marriage, you were the one who suffered and toiled. This child also had it tough.
Lu Sanju, take a good look at yourself now. You had a good life, a stable home, but you didn't cherish it. Why did you have to be so narrow-minded, jealous of others, and choose to go down the wrong path, doing bad things? How did you end up like this? I've told him countless times to be an honest person and do things openly. But he never listened, always looking for shortcuts, hurting people maliciously. Now he's ended up like this, it's all his own doing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you. Sorry to this family. I was possessed, jealous of Lu Yi, envious of others doing well. I was narrow-minded, played dirty tricks, hurting people again, and finally landed myself in prison. I've made you suffer and completely ruined myself. I'm not even human. I used to be arrogant and never appreciated anything, taking Wang Mei's tolerance for granted. Now, stuck in this cell, I finally realize I lost the most precious thing. But it's too late. For regrets now, I don't deserve to ask for your forgiveness, and I have no face to ask you to wait for me for 4.5 years. You're still young. Don't waste your time on me anymore. Go out and find someone honest, reliable, and who truly cares for you. Live a good life. Don't suffer and be scolded like you did with me ever again.
I came back this time, not to see you repent, nor to wait for you to get out of prison. I came back to finalize our divorce. We were husband and wife, but our fate ends here. From now on, we owe each other nothing, no more bothering each other. It's completely over.
Okay. I agree. I'll grant your wish. I've harmed countless people and done so many dirty deeds in my life. I used to be so arrogant, never willing to admit my mistakes. Now, locked up in prison, I've calmed down and reflected on everything. Only now do I realize how foolish I was.
Still writing? You've been staying up late writing every day these past few days. Everyone else is either sleeping or spacing out, but you're always writing with your pen and paper.
I'm writing to Lu Yi. I want to tell him what's truly on my mind. I know deep down, I repeatedly harmed and schemed against him. He'll never forgive me in this lifetime. Even if I write a lot, he might not even want to read it. Poisoning, stealing toads, spreading rumors, cutting the ground film, all the bad things I did are out in the open. I don't deserve forgiveness. I just want to atone for my sins.
Who hasn't made mistakes in their life? Since you know you were wrong, just work hard and reform well in here. Serve your sentence peacefully. When you get out, be an honest person. You'll still have a chance to start over.
Start over? How can I have a chance to start over? My family is broken. My wife left. My reputation is ruined. I destroyed everything I had with my own hands. The only thing I can do now is honestly write this letter of repentance, admitting all my wrongs. Lu Yi, I'm telling you the truth.
Since Lu Sanju was admitted, he has always abided by prison rules, actively participated in labor reform, maintained a positive attitude, and caused no trouble. This letter of repentance was revised and rewritten several times before he finalized it. He specifically asked me, repeatedly, to hand this to you personally. He hopes you'll read it.
Officer, I won't open this letter. Whether he truly repents or not, that's his own journey. It's his way of accounting for his mistakes. But whether I let go or forgive, that's my choice. All the past grievances, the hatred and conflicts, they all end here. Let the past be completely over. No need to bring it up again. I let go a long time ago, the moment he was arrested and sentenced. All our past grievances were settled. I don't want to read his repentance, nor do I want to recall those unpleasant memories.
Honestly, I've seen too many people hold grudges and dwell on past conflicts. You were repeatedly harmed by him, yet you can now let go so calmly, without pursuing or minding it. That takes great magnanimity. Don't dwell on those unpleasant things from the past. Focus on your farming business, live your life steadily. That's what truly matters.
Now I have my farm, my business, and people who trust me. My life is getting better and better. I won't waste any more time on past grudges. Please tell him for me to reform well, serve his sentence peacefully, and be a good person when he gets out. Don't repeat his mistakes. Kindness isn't weakness. Forgiveness isn't compromise. By letting others go, I'm also letting myself go. From now on, I'll only look forward. Work hard. Live well.
Mr. Liu, Manager Lin, we have some fantastic news. Currently, the various cooperation orders we finalized are already booked up for 6 months out. Whether it's major supermarket chains in the provincial capital, official medicinal material purchasing companies, offline health stores, or large online e-commerce platforms, they're all sending messages urging us to ship. At our current shipping speed and existing production capacity, we simply can't keep up with demand. If we don't quickly expand production, we'll soon face supply shortages and even breach of contract situations.
I always believed that as long as we strictly maintain product quality and put our heart into every batch, our ecological products would eventually be in short supply. And now it's come true. We must expand our breeding scale immediately.
Since market demand is so strong, let's finalize the plan right away. Officially launch the third phase of our comprehensive expansion project. This plan includes building 12 new standardized ecological breeding sheds and constructing a large professional young toad rearing room. At the same time, we'll create a dedicated live bait breeding area to mass produce natural live bait like mealworms and earthworms, achieving self-sufficiency in feed supply. For the upcoming recruitment phase, we will prioritize offering positions to impoverished households within the village, households facing financial difficulties, and young people returning to develop their careers in their hometown. We'll do our best to help our fellow villagers, so everyone can have stable employment right here at home, earn a steady income, and live a good life. The continuous flow of orders is not only the market's recognition of our quality, but also a heavy responsibility. While expanding production, our original intention to help our neighbors must never be forgotten. Lu Yi.
You've truly rooted the entire toad breeding industry chain firmly in our Chinjia village. No one could have imagined it first. That what started as a simple small breeding site would gradually grow and develop, directly becoming a pillar industry that drives the development of the entire village.
Pillar industry. Our whole village is benefiting from you. I was born and raised in Xinjia village. My roots are deeply planted here. My business is rooted here. All future long-term development and plans will naturally remain here, no matter how big the industry becomes in the future or how far it reaches into the market. I will never forget where I came from, and I will never forget this homeland that raised me.
Why are you staring at me? Do I have something on my face? Or is there a mistake in the documents I prepared?
Lin Shi, looking back on these past 3 years, I've always known. If it weren't for your companionship and support from the very beginning, I would never have been able to grit my teeth and make it to today. In the beginning, all I had was a piece of waterlogged land that no one believed in. The future was bleak. Later, I faced exclusion and suppression, even being driven out of my breeding site. Back then, I had nothing. I was lost and saw no hope. Now, I've not only built a well-established breeding base, but also opened a professional breeding training center and led the establishment of a cooperative, guiding all our villagers towards prosperity. All those tough days, countless sleepless nights, and all the challenges we faced, you were there with me, enduring and overcoming them all.
These are all part of my job, and it's never been a hardship. Besides, I willingly stayed by your side, and I'm more than happy to build this business with you. I've never had a single complaint.
From now on, I don't want you to just be a business partner or just a technician assisting me. I want you to be the closest, most trusted person in my life, the one I can't live without. Through the long years ahead, stay by my side and walk with me for the rest of my life. Will you marry me?
Mom, Dad, this is our breeding base. This is the adult toad area, that's the nursery shed, and the training room is up front.
I never imagined such a remote village could develop such a well-regulated industry. The environment is great, the management is meticulous. It's more organized than many factories in the city.
The scale of the facility, the standard of equipment, and the record keeping are all very professional. It's clear that this person is serious about what they do.
Uncle, Auntie, you must be tired from your journey. Please, come sit in the office, I'll get you some water.
Old Lin, you're finally here. Lu Yi is an honest, hardworking, kind, and resilient young man. Everyone in the village sees it. He's a trustworthy kid.
Xiao Lu, she has told us all about your family situation and your entrepreneurial journey. You've been through a lot of hardship.
Auntie, the past is in the past. Now I have the base, the cooperative, and stable sales channels. I can give Shi a stable life.
The most important thing for a man is responsibility and commitment. What are your plans for the future?
I want to expand the cooperative, create more jobs for villagers, and run the training base well so more young people can return home to start businesses. I will be good to Lin Shi my whole life. She's been my benefactor, and she's the person I want to cherish most in my life. Lin Shi has been through so much hardship with me. I started from nothing in that swampy land and got to where I am today, and she never once looked down on me. She quietly stood by me through all the tough times. I don't have fancy words, but I want to give her a stable future, a ring that belongs to her.
We were supposed to go into town to buy feed and farming supplies. Why are we at a jewelry store for no reason? This isn't where we should be.
The feed can wait a bit. Let's just browse for now. Take a look around and see if there's anything you like.
Sir, madam. This lady has a pure and gentle aura. Flashy or extravagant styles wouldn't suit her. I recommend this simple solitaire diamond ring. Its design is elegant and understated, timeless and durable. It symbolizes devotion and lasting simplicity, perfect for two people truly in love.
I think this one suits you perfectly. Clean, simple, and not ostentatious. Try it on. Just this one. No need to pick another. I'll pay.
Don't be impulsive. This ring looks very expensive. It's too valuable, I can't accept it. Our business just got stable, there's no need to spend this kind of money.
To others, it might be valuable, but to me, it's not expensive at all. You stayed with me through my toughest, most desperate days. You deserve the best things in the world. This ring, I've wanted to give it to you for a long time. The ring is already bought. Next, I'm going to give her the most sincere, simple, and unforgettable proposal. I don't need a lavish display. I want the whole village to witness it. I want to give her a proper status openly and honestly.
Brother Yi, is the ring bought already? We've been waiting for this day. When are you planning to propose? We'll all come help set up the scene.
I'm planning it for the day the training base is unveiled. That day, all the villagers, outside trainees, cadres, and leaders will be there. It'll be lively with so many people, and it'll have a different meaning. I'll propose to her on the viewing platform.
Leave it to us, don't worry. Flowers, fairy lights, red silk, background music. We'll arrange everything in advance. I'll decorate the viewing platform beautifully for you, making sure the atmosphere is perfect. We guarantee to give Sister Lin Shi the biggest surprise.
Brother Yi, you just focus on preparing your proposal speech. The setup, security, and atmosphere, leave it all to us. These brothers. They absolutely won't let Sister Lin Shi discover anything beforehand.
Thank you all for your hard work. I don't ask for a lavish display, only for sincerity and heartfelt effort. She's been with me every step of the way. I just want to give her a clean, honest, and open proposal.
Leaders, fellow villagers, today is a big day for our Qingjia village. To popularize breeding techniques and help surrounding villages get rich together, the Qingjia Village Ecological Toad Breeding Technology Training Base is officially inaugurated today. Now, I announce, the base is officially unveiled.
Comrade Lu Yi, you returned to your hometown to start a business, offered free training classes, selflessly shared breeding techniques, and led the people to prosperity. This vision and responsibility are worthy of emulation by all young entrepreneurs in our city. The county will continue to provide policy support and financial subsidies to fully support the growth and strengthening of our local specialty industry.
Thank you for your recognition, leaders. And thank you, fellow villagers, for your trust and support all along. I promise to teach diligently, hold nothing back, impart breeding techniques, and run this industry conscientiously, never letting down anyone's expectations. Mr. Lu, from being maliciously ostracized and driven out of the toad farm, to now establishing a training base and enriching the local people. Looking back, who is the person you want to thank the most? The person I want to thank the most is right here beside me. When I was down and out, ridiculed by others, and hit rock bottom, he was there for me without hesitation, helping me, trusting me unconditionally. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Lu Yi is a genuine person. He never holds back. He teaches all his techniques to outsiders for free.
Thanks to them, not only our village, but also the surrounding villages can benefit and get rich. They are truly good people. Thank you, Teacher Lu and Teacher Lin, for selflessly sharing your techniques. We are from surrounding villages and towns. Before, we couldn't find a proper way to breed and took many detours. Now with a training base, we can systematically learn ecological breeding, disease prevention, and feed ratios. We sincerely thank you both. I'll go back and start building my breeding shed right away. I'll diligently follow the technical procedures for breeding and strive to get rich soon.
We will definitely listen carefully and practice diligently, never letting down the hard work of our two teachers. I established this training base not to make money, but to help more ordinary people learn real skills and avoid the detours I once took. I'm making all my breeding experience and tips to avoid pitfalls public. I hope everyone can earn a stable living with their own hands.
The base will provide long-term technical follow-up and seedling guarantees. If you have any breeding problems, you can come and consult us anytime. We'll cover you all the way.
Lu Yi, this is a letter Lu Sanju wrote himself in prison. He specifically asked me to deliver it to you. Consider it his final words from the heart.
Lu Yi, it's Lu Sanju. Here in prison, I reflect day and night, filled with regret. The most foolish and despicable thing I've ever done in my life was constantly targeting you. First, I withheld your wages. Then I intercepted the high-quality breeding stock you'd ordered. Later, I harbored malicious intent, poisoning your feed, and even dared to commit arson late at night. Every single one of those acts was wrong. I personally ruined my own future and dragged my family down with me. And I almost completely destroyed your hard-earned business. I know my sins are grave, and I have no right to ask for your forgiveness. I just sincerely hope your business grows steadily, that you cherish Lin Shi, and that your future days are peaceful and prosperous. From now on, I will accept my rehabilitation in prison, truly repent, and resolve to become a new man.
After so many years of grievances, have you truly let it all go now?
Holding on to hatred for so long, I've grown tired of it. Now he has paid the price for his actions, and I've slowly grown through all the hardships. All the past grievances are behind us. There's no need to cling to old grudges.
Ultimately, Lu Sanju brought this fate upon himself, step by step. He had a good life, but he chose the wrong path. His life is completely ruined by his own doing.
They grew up together, yet the gap between them grew wider and wider. Lu Yi is broad-minded and forgiving. He never dwells on past enmities, focusing wholeheartedly on leading the whole village to prosperity. His vision is truly admirable.
In this life, the worst thing is to harbor jealousy.
Harming others ultimately harms yourself. Only by having good intentions and working diligently can you secure a good life.
Tomorrow is the unveiling of our training base, and it's also when I plan to propose. For 3 years, through thick and thin, Lin Shi has never left my side. I don't have a lavish setup, so I can only put all my heart into giving her the most sincere and thoughtful ceremony. Adjust the angle of the fairy lights to be softer, not too dazzling. Arrange all the flowers neatly along both sides of the railing. It's windy at night, so make sure to secure them tightly with ties. We can't have them blowing over.
Brother Yi, you're so meticulous. We've checked everything multiple times, the fairy light wiring, flower arrangements, sound equipment, all good to go. It's foolproof, guaranteed. Tomorrow's ceremony will have the perfect atmosphere, absolutely amazing.
Everyone in the village can see it. Lin Shi is who Lu Yi cares about most. Yeah, they've been through so much hardship and worked so hard together to get to where they are today. It hasn't been easy.
Tonight, everyone keep quiet, no one is allowed to spill the beans early. We must give Miss Lin Shi a huge surprise.
Thinking back 3 years ago, I was all alone, guarding a piece of swampy land. People mocked me, suppressed me, I had nothing. Back then, I couldn't imagine I'd be where I am today, and I certainly couldn't imagine having her by my side all this time. In 3 years, from a muddy wasteland to this breeding base and training academy, she endured all the hardships and overcame countless difficulties with me along the way. Now that my business is stable and the village is thriving, it's time for me to officially give her a home, give her a proper status.
Brother Yi, we're all so happy for you. Sister Lin Shi is gentle and kind, always by your side. It's a blessing you get to marry her. Tomorrow, we'll all help set the mood, no slip-ups.
I don't need anything grand, just sincerity. I want to tell her openly, with the whole village as witnesses. For the rest of our lives, I'll protect her.
Lately, Lu Yi has been so secretive, often going out at night. When I ask him what he's doing, he just gives vague answers. He's probably just busy with the construction and orders, with all the recent work at the base.
Shishi, tell me honestly, is Lu Yi preparing some big surprise for you? He's been acting strange these past few days. He disappears every evening. He's even secretly gathered the young people in the village to work, and no one will say what they're doing.
I really don't know. With the base's unveiling, trainee workshops, and supermarket orders, there's so much going on. He's been running around every day, so I didn't think much of it.
You're just too gentle and understanding. You've been with him from nothing until now, endured so much, and never asked for anything in return. A good girl like you deserves to be cherished and valued. Just wait and see. I'm sure Lu Yi is secretly preparing something big. He won't disappoint you.
No matter what he's busy with, I trust him unconditionally. He's been down to earth, sincere, and loyal every step of the way. As long as he's by my side, a simple life is perfect for me. Mom, what are you guys up to? Why so mysterious?
Don't ask. You'll know when we get there. Today is a day you'll never forget.
Lu Yi, what is all this?
Lin Shi, I've been thinking for a long time about what to say to you today. I thought about saying so many things like how you helped me when I was at my lowest, how you stayed with me from a muddy swamp to where we are today. But I've said all those things before. Today, I just want to say one thing. Lin Shi, marry me and let me take care of you for the rest of your life. It's not because you helped me. It's not because you're my partner. It's because I love you. I know I'm not the best man. I didn't go to college. I used to have no house, no car. I only have a toad farm and a pond full of toads. But I promise, I'll give you my whole heart. 1,000,000 times better than I treat my toads.
You're comparing me to toads again.
Lin Shi, marry me. Yes, yes.
Say yes. Say yes.
Lin Shi, this guy is reliable. Don't hesitate.
I do.
Lin Shi, thank you for coming into my life.
Lu Yi, thank you. Thank you for making me believe that good people are never let down.
I proposed at the scenic overlook yesterday. I put the ring on her finger in front of everyone. I wanted to keep it low-key, but the news spread so fast. Villagers from here and neighboring villages came to congratulate us. It warms my heart and gives me peace of mind.
Lu Yi, my sincere congratulations. Technician Lin, she's such a good person, kind-hearted. She's been with you through all the hardships and struggles. You two are truly a match made in heaven, perfectly suited for each other.
We watched you too.
Come all this way, step by step. From the very beginning, when this was just a muddy wasteland, you faced endless ridicule and setbacks. And now, the base is thriving, orders keep pouring in. You've finally overcome all the hardships. Seeing you two finally tie the knot today.
Everyone in our village is genuinely happy for you. I knew it all along. These two kids were meant for each other. They were bound to end up together. Supporting each other, not seeking fame or profit, just working hard. Now that they're finally engaged, Chenjiao Village has another great cause for celebration. The whole village wishes you both the very best. May your business flourish and your life be sweet from now on.
Thank you. Before, I had nothing. No one believed in me. Everyone in the village thought I'd never amount to anything. Now, I'm successful in my career, and I have the one I love by my side, and my villagers supporting me. This is the life I've always dreamed of. Thank you, all my fellow villagers and elders, for your blessings. Lin Shi and I have come a long way. It wasn't easy, and we owe it all to your continuous support. Once we set the wedding date, we'll definitely throw a big banquet, invite the whole village, and treat everyone to a wedding drink. All right?
When did you start secretly preparing all this? I'm at the base every day, and I didn't notice a thing. No hint at all.
I've been secretly preparing for almost a month. From going to town to pick out the ring, to discussing the observation deck setup with the cooperative members. Every day I was so careful, afraid you'd find out. I was just worried I wouldn't do it well enough and would let you down. Thankfully, everything went smoothly without a single hitch.
Thinking back to the beginning, this was just an abandoned, waterlogged piece of land. It was muddy everywhere. We started as strangers, just business partners. We supported each other along the way, stayed by each other's side, and slowly became the people who trust each other the most. Meeting you is the luckiest and most regret-free thing that's ever happened in my life.
I won't let you suffer or work hard anymore. Before, you were with me through the hardships. From now on, it's my turn to protect you, for a lifetime of peace and happiness.
Mr. Liu, Manager Lin, great news. Our orders this month have doubled. Currently, chain supermarkets, traditional Chinese medicine hot enterprises, and high-end tonic stores in the provincial capital are all rushing to place additional orders. Our stock of rebred toads is almost depleted. At the current shipping speed, within half a month, our existing processed inventory definitely won't keep up with demand. Since the Lingxi brand toad products became famous, repeat customers have been pouring in. Distributors outside are scrambling for our goods. Now we're not looking for orders. Orders are coming to us.
It's not just the stock that's insufficient. Breeding supplies are also tight. Recently, the consumption of live insect bait, water conditioners, disinfectants, and epidemic prevention drugs has surged. If we don't stock up in large quantities in advance, in a while, breeding supplies will definitely run out. That will directly delay breeding and maintenance progress.
The industry is expanding too fast. Material reserves must be anticipated in advance. Once supplies run out, no matter how many breeding sheds we have, we won't be able to raise high-quality medicinal toads. We can't wait, we can't delay. Immediately launch the 4th phase of the expansion project. Add 10 standardized ecological breeding sheds at once, plus 2 professional young toad breeding and domestication rooms. Lease and contract all 3 long-term idle wasteland plots around the village. Unified planning, unified construction, unified management. Maximized land resource utilization. Our market reputation is now solid. It's the best time to expand. Not expanding production means actively giving up market share. I must seize this opportunity and make the industry bigger and stronger.
While expanding production, personnel training must keep up simultaneously.
We need to increase the frequency of training classes and cultivate a batch of
skilled breeding and management personnel. Prioritize hiring left-behind women in the village, poverty-monitoring households, and young people returning to their hometowns to start businesses. This can both fill the labor gap and help villagers increase their income. It's a win-win. The larger the scale, the easier it is to lose control. Personnel management, technical breeding density standards, and disinfection and epidemic prevention procedures must be unified. We absolutely cannot compromise product quality for increased production.
We'll proceed with your plan. Expanding our scale is secondary. Maintaining quality is fundamental. No matter how much we expand production, the breeding density, water circulation, disinfection, and insect bait feeding standards cannot be lowered by an inch. We've worked so hard to build the reputation of Lin Shi brand medicinal herbs. We absolutely cannot let it be ruined by ourselves.
Mr. Liu, Manager Lin, don't worry. Our construction team has already worked overnight to schedule the construction plan, and we're all working overtime to meet the deadline. We guarantee that all breeding sheds will be completed before the rainy season arrives. This will definitely not delay the next batch of young toads for separate rearing. Lu Yi is a fair man. He never delays project payments and even helps villagers get rich. We are all willing to work hard and do our best on this project.
I have only one request. Quality first, speed second. No need to blindly pursue speed. Building materials, steel frame thickness, waterproofing, and leak prevention must all meet the highest standards. If we're going to build, we'll build the most standardized and durable ecological breeding sheds. No cutting corners or sloppy work. I want to make this a provincial benchmark for medicinal toad farming, a provincial-level small breeding base. Every shed must stand the test of time and leave no safety hazards.
Let me emphasize again. For construction, the strong drainage system, natural ventilation ducts, shading and sun protection facilities, and temperature and humidity control equipment in each breeding shed must all be installed in place. Toads are most afraid of stagnant water, dampness, excessive temperature differences, and poor ventilation. Any missing infrastructure will cause large-scale emergency losses.
Understood. Don't worry, both of you. We will strictly follow the blueprint standards. Drainage and ventilation will all be optimized. Absolutely no cutting corners. We'll deliver a perfect project for you.
Every day in prison, I've been reflecting. Before, I was narrow-minded, consumed by jealousy, always plotting against others. In the end, I harmed everyone, including myself. Now, there are no conflicts, no comparisons. Instead, I've clearly seen how foolish I was back then.
Lu Sanju, come here for a moment. I have something to tell you. I specifically wanted to let you know, things have changed a lot outside recently. Lu Yi and Lin Shi are officially engaged. They'll be holding their wedding soon. His breeding base has been expanded, orders are pouring in, and he's even opened an agricultural training center, leading the entire village to prosperity. He's now a renowned entrepreneurial model in our county.
The person I once desperately tried to suppress and scheme against is now at the top, with both a successful career and a happy relationship. And I'm trapped in this four-walled cell, with nothing, abandoned by everyone. The contrast makes me seem utterly ridiculous and absurd.
Everyone makes mistakes. All those past grudges and obsessions are over now. Just behave yourself here, reform well, strive for a reduced sentence, and get out early. Then you can start fresh and live an honest life.
My biggest mistake in this life was trying to destroy Lu Yi back then. I couldn't stand to see him do well. I was jealous of his money, and I kept playing dirty tricks. Not only did I maliciously harm him and ruin his hard work, I also personally ruined my own life and broke up my family. Now, saying I regret it's too late. Back then, I found Lu Yi an eyesore and targeted him at every turn, thinking if I brought him down, I could rise. In the end, I realized I didn't lose to Lu Yi. I lost to my own greed and malice. Lu Yi, I wish you a smooth, safe, and happy life from now on. I can't make up for the mistakes I made in the past. I can only atone for my sins in prison. I'll spend the rest of my life paying for all the past grievances.
I came here specifically to see you. The guards told me you've been reforming well lately, staying out of trouble and working hard. It's good that you finally come to your senses and let go of your obsession. This is the best outcome. Don't dwell on guilt. Serve your time well, reform seriously, and when you get out, you can start a new life.
Uncle Lee, thank you for still being willing to visit me. I've thought things through in here. Everything is my own fault. Everyone in the village told me to do things properly, but I wouldn't listen. I insisted on going down the wrong path. I have no other desires now. I just ask you to give Lu Yi a blessing for me. Please tell him I wish him a happy marriage, a smooth life, and a long-lasting career. I don't deserve his forgiveness. I just hope he never encounters a scoundrel like me again.
Don't worry. I'll definitely deliver that message for you. Lu Yi is broad-minded. He's already let go of past grievances. In this life, to admit your mistakes and correct them is growth. Settle down here, calm your mind, and temper your character. After you're released, live an honest life and be a decent person.
I've got it. For the rest of my life, I'll never have bad intentions again.
Mr. Liu, Manager Lin, please take a look at the back-end data. Currently, the popularity of all products under our Linchi brand is soaring across all online platforms. Word of mouth is spreading incredibly fast. Now, not only are individual consumers from all over the country placing orders, but a large number of high-quality live streamers are also actively contacting us, all hoping to get our product resources for promotion and sales. This is a great time to ride the wave. With this momentum, we have every confidence to officially enter the national online market.
I'm good at practical farming and quality control, but when it comes to online promotion and operations, I'm completely clueless. Since we have a professional team leading the planning, I'll just focus on providing solid industrial support from the back end. I really don't have much experience or ideas in online operations. However, I always believe in the power of professionalism. Feel free to boldly formulate the overall promotion plan. Whether it's supply allocation or on-site cooperation, our breeding base will fully cooperate and never hold things back.
We plan to build an exclusive promotional matrix and simultaneously launch live streaming and original short video shoots. We'll fully showcase our base's ecological breeding environment, daily toad care procedures, and the entire process of toad skin harvesting and raw material processing, presenting Xinjia Village's authentic breeding landscape and additive-free quality in its entirety. This will allow consumers nationwide to witness the product's origin firsthand, building consumer trust from the ground up.
That's an excellent idea.
Discarding flashy marketing and focusing on authenticity, transparency, and natural ecology perfectly addresses current
consumer demands.
It can both boost brand recognition and secure a stable customer base long-term.
Over the years, we've maintained a stable partnership. I not only highly recognize the excellent quality of your products, but I'm even more convinced by Mr. Liu's down-to-earth work ethic, and the entire team's sincere attitude.
After 3 years of cooperation, we know each other inside out. Handing over the national market's logistics cooperation to you, I'm 100% at ease.
Signing this agreement means that our Chunjia village's unique toad industry has officially broken through regional limitations, proudly stepping out of the county and fully entering the national market.
You really did it. That barren, muddy swamp that everyone looked down upon, through your daily hard work and perseverance, has finally transformed into a golden treasure land that can lead the entire village to prosperity and sell nationwide.
I think we should set the wedding date for the 6th of next month.
The 6th is a lucky day, symbolizing smooth sailing and good fortune.
And with our cooperative thriving, it's perfect for a smooth and successful future.
That's a very fitting date. The wedding doesn't need to be extravagant or showy, simple is fine. But it must be lively. Let all the villagers share in our joy and celebrate with us.
From now on, our Shishi is officially entrusted to you. We've watched you all this time, and we clearly know you're honest and steady. You truly care for Shishi, and you're a reliable man who genuinely wants a stable life.
Dad, please rest assured, for the rest of my life, I will wholeheartedly cherish Lin Shi, always consider her feelings, and never let her suffer any grievance. I'll work hard to make our future life prosperous and happy.
Well said. On your wedding day, I will personally officiate your marriage. Everyone in the village, young and old, will be there to congratulate you and send you off with abundant blessings.
To have the full approval of both our parents and the sincere blessings of everyone in the village. For the rest of my life, I won't let down your trust or your expectations.
Louis led the whole village to prosperity. He's a true hero to our village. His marriage is something we all care deeply about. This wedding must be grand and lively. And glorious.
Our whole family will come and help. My daughter-in-law will be in charge of serving tea and water at the banquet and handling miscellaneous tasks. My son will be responsible for setting off firecrackers to liven up the atmosphere. Our whole family will come to lend a hand to show our support.
We must decorate the base beautifully. Mr. Liu and Manager Lin have worked so hard for so long. This wedding cannot be taken lightly.
Honestly, I truly admire them both. They've been through so much, and now they've finally found their happy ending.
We've made money following Lu Yi and are living stable lives. Now that he's getting married, it's only right that we put in more effort.
Seeing them together, I'm genuinely happy for them. A perfect match, made for each other.
I wish them a harmonious future, and a lifetime of loving companionship. May their lives become more prosperous.
Lu Yi, I called you here today. Lu Sanju specifically asked me to convey his message. He's in prison, and he's heard the news about your upcoming wedding. He feels no jealousy at all. Instead, he sincerely and repeatedly asked me to make sure his blessings reach you. He personally said, I sincerely wish you a happy wedding. May your future life be stable and smooth, and may you live a peaceful and fulfilling life, with everything going your way. Besides that, he also told me about his plans for the future. Currently, in prison, he's strictly abiding by all regulations, diligently participating in labor reform, genuinely repenting, and reflecting on all his past mistakes. He's striving to perform well, hoping to get an early reduction in his sentence. When he eventually walks out of prison, he intends to completely cut ties with his past crooked ways. He won't harbor any ill intentions, cause trouble, or harm his neighbors again. He just wants to settle down, earn an honest living through his own hard work, and truly start a new life.
Thank you, guard, for taking the trouble to relay this message. I've received his message completely. All the past conflicts and grievances between us are now completely wiped clean. As of today, no more talk of past wrongs. I also sincerely hope he can truly reflect on himself in there, and genuinely turn over a new leaf, so that when he regains his freedom, he can live an honest life, and walk the rest of his life's path steadily and peacefully.
Your magnanimity, to be able to completely let go of past grievances, shows a rare and great perspective in a person. Lu Sanju, after all the hardships, has finally come to his senses.
He's finally recognized his true self.
For you two to reach this point, it's probably the best possible outcome.
He tried to hurt you so many times, scheming and trapping you, pushing you to the brink several times. Now, can you truly let it all go, and not blame him at all?
Holding on to hatred won't solve anything. It'll only hold me back. He was driven by his own greed and jealousy, taking one wrong turn after another, destroying his own future and family. He brought this upon himself. I don't need to dwell on his mistakes and let them weigh me down. Now, my business is thriving, and I'm about to start a family. I have you by my side, and the full trust and support of all the villagers. Everything I have is already perfect. I no longer have the energy to dwell on past grievances.
You've always been kind-hearted and generous. You approach everything with compassion. It's precisely because of your rare kindness and true nature that life brings all the best things to you.
All right, everyone, take a look. Today, I'm bringing you authentic eco products from Xinjia Village. Everything here is raised in live mountain spring water with scientifically formulated feed. It's hormone-free, has no drug residues, and zero pollution throughout the entire process. Please take a look at the close-up shot. Our toad skin is complete and translucent, clean in color, and the toad venom is of extremely high purity. Whether for daily nourishment or medicinal processing, the quality is top-notch. After so much preparation, today marks our brand's national debut. Lu Yi is dedicated to quality, and his reputation is solid. I'm absolutely confident this live stream will be a huge hit.
I don't make empty promises. We build our industry not on gimmicks or marketing tricks. From the founding of the factory to the present, we have always held to one bottom line: ethical farming and strict quality control. We're not looking for one-time deals. We just want consumers across the country to buy safe, reliable, additive-free, natural products. I used to be just a young man from the countryside, looked down upon by everyone. Today, standing before a national live audience, I rely only on perseverance and sincerity. Today, I want everyone to see that great products can come from the countryside too. Let's make it a huge success, for the nation and for our future. Let's make it a huge success, for the nation and for our future.
Mr. Liu, Manager Lin, we're swamped with orders. Just 2 minutes after going live, orders have already exceeded 1,000. Orders are coming in from Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Jiangsu, Zhejiang, all over the country.
The coverage is incredible. That was fast. I didn't expect such an amazing response. Lu Yi, we really did it. We've made our small Xinjia village, it's truly gone nationwide.
Congratulations on the national debut of Lin Shi brand eco products. Over 1,000 orders in 2 minutes, with online sales continuing to soar. Products now cover all provinces, cities, and districts nationwide.
Our village's products really sold nationwide.
A few years ago, I wouldn't have even dreamed of it.
People used to laugh at this muddy pond. Now, our village is truly the #1 toad farming village.
He changed the whole village. Not only did he turn his own life around, but he also brought employment and income to all of us. Now that's a truly down-to-earth and capable young man.
Now the whole country is waiting for our products. We absolutely cannot be careless. We must ensure the best in feeding, disinfection, and care. We can't let down the trust of our customers out there. Before, we just worked to make a living. It's different now. What we're raising isn't just toads, it's our village's reputation. It's an agricultural brand that's going nationwide.
I once only wanted to support myself, to protect one pond. Now I finally understand. Building an industry well can not only change yourself, but also uplift a whole village and light up a region.
Golden flowers bloom from the muddy pond. Even a small person can achieve big dreams. The road ahead is long, and the future is promising. Our story continues.
The auspicious hour is set. A day blessed with good fortune. The propitious moment has arrived. At this moment, please welcome the groom, Lu Yi, and the bride, Lin Shi, as they slowly enter, hand in hand.
Standing here today, I am privileged to witness this young couple achieve their happy ending and tie the knot. Recalling the past years, they stood shoulder to shoulder and weathered countless storms and difficulties together. From what was once a desolate, waterlogged land no one believed in, they painstakingly transformed it, step by step, into the golden land that now leads the entire village to prosperity. They never relied on outside help, but solely with their diligent and hardworking hands, not only completely changed their own destinies, but also led all the villagers towards a better life. Their perseverance and kindness are truly admirable. Therefore, I officially announce Lu Yi and Lin Shi are now legally wed. Watching these two, from building a business together to spending a lifetime supporting each other, never giving up, this is the most touching destiny in the world.
Thinking back 3 years ago, I had nothing, absolutely nothing. I couldn't see any hope for the future. Just 3 short years have flown by. Now, I have a thriving business, and I'm about to build a complete and stable family. And the full trust of all the villagers and their support. All the glory and achievements along this journey are all thanks to this person by my side. Lin Shi. Thank you truly.
I should thank you too. Lu Yi. You made me truly believe that with kindness and sincerity. Sticking to your original intention, never giving up, and a heart full of passion for the road ahead. All the effort and waiting will eventually lead to a perfect outcome.
That's wonderful. What a great couple. It hasn't been easy for them.
This wedding today isn't just their happy occasion. It's a happy occasion for our whole village.
Who would have thought that Lu Yi, that poor kid, would now be married, have a family, and a thriving business?
Not only did he make something of himself, he's also helping the whole village make money. Tonight, we must have a few extra drinks and wish them a happy marriage.
They're both kind-hearted and hardworking. They couldn't be more perfect for each other.
I wish them a lifetime of love and harmony.
From being all alone to having a loved one by my side, and the whole village's companionship, the stability I longed for, I now have it all.
The storms have passed, and we found our perfect ending. For the rest of our lives, we'll be together, year after year, never apart.
From today, Qinjiao Village's toad farming industry
is officially on the right track. Our training center will keep offering courses with online and offline sales, helping more people prosper.
We'll also build cold storage and processing plants for deep processing, making the toad industry a long-term path to prosperity for our village.
That muddy pond really grew into a golden treasure.
It's what you cultivated with every shovel of persistence and every step of kindness. You grew it.
As a person, you must live with a clear conscience. As an entrepreneur, you must withstand all challenges. The hardships you've endured will become your light, and the path you've walked will become your way. With a kind heart and a down-to-earth attitude, Even a muddy pond can become a mountain of gold. Even a small person can make a big impact. Everyone.
Today is a truly memorable day. Our Chinjia Village Toad Breeding Practical Training Center officially breaks ground. Before, many of you wanted to get into farming, but lacked the skills, channels, and guidance. Many ended up making mistakes and losing money. But things will be different now. Once this center is built, all villagers who want to get into toad farming, start a business back home, or learn new skills, can receive free training. Lu Yi and Technician Lin will teach you everything, holding nothing back. All right. Lu Yi, you lay the foundation. This first shovel of earth symbolizes the rooting and beginning of our village's unique industry.
Thank you for your trust, folks. Thank you, Village Committee, for your support. I solemnly promise here training at the base will be completely free. Technology will be shared without reservation. Seedlings will be supplied uniformly, and sales will be guaranteed, so that every villager willing to work hard can steadily make money. All right?
Lu Yi is truly amazing. He's getting rich himself and bringing the whole village along.
From now on, young people in our village won't have to leave home to work. They can raise their families by farming right here. Life's looking up.
Good.
Mr. Liu, Secretary Li, all construction personnel and equipment are in place. We strictly follow the standardized breeding-based blueprints during construction, ensuring quality and quantity, and delivering on time.
Thank you for your hard work, construction workers. During construction, keep two things in mind: quality first, safety first. Lesson 1 covers site selection, location and renovation, and building for escape prevention and pest control. Lesson 2, water quality regulation and living water circulation maintenance. Lesson 3, disease inspection and routine disinfection and prevention. Lesson 4, scientific feeding of live bait. Lesson 5, collecting toad feet, dried toad processing and toad skin shedding technology. It must be done step by step without any carelessness. We must never let the villagers go down the wrong path.
Look at how detailed and thorough you've made these courses. They're even more rigorous than official agricultural training programs. You've already overcome the hardest part of starting a business. Take your time.
When I started, I had no one to guide me, no one to help me. I stumbled through so many pitfalls and suffered a lot. Now that I have the ability, I want to help as much as I can. I don't want our villagers to repeat the same detours I took.
I'll compile all the technical data for seedling selection, water quality testing, and compliant processing. I'll handle the theoretical lectures, and you'll do the practical training. We'll partner up to help the villagers get rich.
Despite all the hardships along the way, I've always had you.